White Sox from Chicago. It's Game 3 of a 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox from U.S. Cellular Field. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Welcome to Red Sox Baseball. The Red Sox wrapping up the first half and the series against the White Sox. A great pitching matchup here today. It's Curt Schilling against Jose Contreres. Both have had outstanding seasons. Contreres, in fact, has not lost his last 17 decisions, and that includes beating the Red Sox last year in the playoffs. He had the only loss last year for the White Sox in the postseason. That was against Anaheim. Curt Schilling's losses this year, all of them coming on the road. And today he'll try to become the 4th pitcher in the American League to have 11 victories. As we welcome in Jerry Remy. Jerry, certainly the end of the first half and some surprises for the Red Sox.
Well, first of all, I think the Red Sox as a team and Red Sox Nation should be very pleased at the position the Red Sox are in. They're going to go into this All-Star break in first place. And, of course, we all knew what Manny Ramirez was going to do. We knew what David Ortiz was going to do. They were going to have outstanding years as they had. There were questions coming out of spring training. I think a lot of those questions have been answered. And let's begin with Mike Lowell at third base. There were many people in the National League that thought Mike Lowell was done. Well, he's already got more home runs than he's had a year ago with the Florida Marlins, and he's played a Gold Glove type third base. Kevin Youkilis shifting to first base has been outstanding defensively and also at the top of the lineup. And Jonathan Papelbon, because the question was, could Folk close out games? Well, they found Papelbon, and he's been as good as anybody in the league. The other thing, Don, that's promising for the second half of the season, you're now seeing all young pitchers out in the bullpen. You're seeing John Lester, first of all, as a starter. He's done very well. He's undefeated. You've got guys like Lopez now, who got a big strikeout yesterday to Tomez. You got Greg Hansen now, who's doing a very good job. So, I mean, everything is looking upbeat for the second half of the season. So I think this club can play even better baseball after the All-Star break than they did in the first half.
Well, beautiful today in Chicago for the final game of the series and a great pitching matchup. It's Contreres and Schilling, and it's next on NESN.
Order in the corner.
You say you're the memory foam king, but you're just 8 inches thick at $15.99. My Bobopedic is 10 inches thick at $9.99.
I'm Tempur-Pedic. Size doesn't matter.
Then why, at 10 inches, does your price skyrocket to $23.99?
I'm a Tempur-Pedic.
Mine comes in firm, plush, or half firm, half plush for the same $9.99. Do you?
But
Are you really worth $1,400 more?
I'm a Tempur-Pedic. You be the judge.
You've seen how they play.
There we go. Oh, big puppy!
Now see how they live.
What's up, y'all? This is David Ortiz.
With AT&T Home Turf. Visit seehowtheylive.com for exclusive access into your favorite players' worlds.
The Heyman Law Firm has built a tradition as being your motorcycle attorneys. If you've gone down on your bike, we'll pick you up. I'm John Heyman, and that's my promise.
The Heyman Law Firm. Powerful protection for injured people.
Motorcycles? We wrote the book.
The Heyman Road Guide. Bike shows, benefits, barbecues, state laws, safe trips. Call 1-800-HEYMAN for your road guide right now.
Red Sox Baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by the Connecticut State Lottery. You could win a monstrous amount of cash. Closed captioning sponsored by Finagle a Bagel, Boston's only boiled and baked bagel company with 20 cafes throughout eastern Massachusetts. Red Sox Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Foxwoods Resort Casino, your Lincoln Mercury dealers, Dell Computers, your New England Ford dealers, and by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Yeah, welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago for the third and final game of this 3-game series. The Red Sox trying to sweep the White Sox as the White Sox are taking the field here in Chicago. We check out the visiting Red Sox starting nine, brought to you by New England Dodge Dealers. Kevin Youkilis leads it off at first base. Mark Loretta at second base. David Ortiz at DH. Andy Ramirez in left field. Trot Nixon in right field. Jason Varitek doing the catching. Mike Lowell at third base with Coco Crisp in center field batting eighth, and Alex Gonzalez bats ninth and is at shortstop. Red Sox facing Jose Contreres.
Well, Contreres, a 9-0 record, 3.31 ERA. Of course, he's an all-star. If you watch the Open, 17-0 in a 17-game winning streak. That's the longest in White Sox history. And of course, it's been two different Contrereses against the Red Sox. The one that pitched for the Yankees, who had a record of 0-5 with a 13.95 ERA. That's including postseason. Since being with the White Sox, 3-0 against Boston with a 4.19 ERA. That's in 3 starts as a member of the White Sox, and that includes postseason. So it's been a totally different guy than what New York signed that has come to the south side of Chicago. The White Sox defense is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers, and today it'll be Joe Crede at third base, Juan Uribe the shortstop, Tadeguchi at second, and Paul Konerko at first. Left to right, Scott Pasednik, Brian Anderson, and Jermaine Dye. A.J. Przinsky doing the catching for Contreres. The White Sox, 7th in the American League, 49 errors in their 87 games.
Well, the umpiring crew, Jim Reynolds has the plate today. Tim Welke at first base, Kerwin Danley at second base, and Chris Guccione at third base. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by hitting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Well, a hot day here in Chicago for the last game of the series. And a great pitching matchup today as Contreres gets himself settled in, of course, heading to the All-Star game. Curt Schilling is not. The two pitchers who have had great first halves. And Contreres trying to salvage the last game of this series for his White Sox crew, as Kevin Youkilis stands in on the right side to get it started.
Red Sox today will see the fastball from both on top and also dropping down to the side. They'll see the breaking ball and what I call more of a forkball than a split-fingered fastball from Contreres.
He's ready with the first pitch of this one. Misses for ball one to Youkilis. Youkilis at 301 with 10 homers and 43 runs driven in to begin the afternoon. This one fouled back to the backstop. And it's a ball and a strike to Youkilis, who's 2 for 9 in the series so far with a couple of RBIs. Going from right to left across the outfield as Youkilis takes the ball. 2-1.
There's Contreres for the first time dropping down to the side with that fastball. That's something we didn't see very much as a member of the New York Yankees.
Popped up foul off to the right, and it evens up now at 2-2 to Youkilis.
And again, the same thing this time, dropping down to the side with the fastball that is about 92 miles an hour. Youkilis fouling off first base side. Very bright today, very warm here in Chicago.
Youkilis getting a piece and staying alive. Mark Loretta waits on deck. Red Sox batting here in the top half of the first inning. Even with the 2 losses for the White Sox to begin the series, they've won 16 of their last 22 games. Youkilis takes the ball away, and it's full count now to Kevin.
Ozzie Guillen a little bit concerned about his pitching. Not as good as it was a year ago, where there's some spots in the bullpen that need some help. And also feel that his pitches, his starting pitches, should do better in the second half than they have in the first half of the season.
Begins at a 7th in pitching and earned run average at 4.49. The Red Sox are 8th in the American League, so both right in the middle of the pack in that regard. White Sox hitting has been great. They're second only to the Toronto Blue Jays. As Youkilis takes a leadoff walk to begin the afternoon.
Excellent job by Youkilis as the leadoff batter, making Contreres throw a lot of pitches and eventually ending up with the walk after a couple of foul balls.
An 8-pitch at bat for Kevin Youkilis before he gets the walk against Jose Contreres. And here's Mark Loretta. 305, 3 homers, and 34 runs batted in for Loretta. He's gone 3 for 10 so far in the series.
Well, if you watched the ball game yesterday with Freddie Garcia, Red Sox could run all over him, and even guys that don't normally run. It's the same thing with Contreres. He has a very slow delivery to home plate.
Base Steelers are 7 for 11 against Jose Contreres this season. Youkilis with a good lead at first, held on by Konerko. As Loretta pops up the 0-1 foul back in our direction. And below us. And Poppy waits on deck. And home runs in each of the first 2 games of the series for Ortiz. As the Red Sox playing back-to-back day games after the night game on Friday night. This one gets away from Pierzynski to the backstop, and Youkilis up to second base on the wild pitch. Charged to Jose Contreres.
No balls, 2 strikes, trying to go away from Loretta, but way away, and there's no chance for Pierzynski to even knock this down. So the Red Sox have a man in scoring position with nobody out. Again, dropping down to the side with that fastball.
Got 9 of them on the season. That's 3rd most in the American League.
I'd be willing to bet a lot of those 2 are on that forkball that he throws, which we have not seen yet.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out Loretta. Daniel Cabrera of the Baltimore Orioles has the most wild pitches. He's got 13.
Contreras again down to the side. Looks like a little cut fastball that time to pick up the strikeout. Of course, Loretta, one of the toughest guys in the American League to strike out. It's only the 33rd time he's punched out before the All-Star break.
Now here's David Ortiz. 8 homers in his last 8 games. Fastest member of the Red Sox in franchise history to 30 home runs. He's done it in 84 games. He's the 2nd member of the Red Sox in club history to have 8 homers in 8 games, as he joins George Scott, who had a run of 8 games from June 14th through the 22nd of 1977. Also had 8 homers in 8 games.
See the different approach against Ortiz, over the top with the fastball that time from Contreras.
Youkilis at second, 1 down here in the top half of the 1st inning. Ortiz fouls off another 0-2. He's had troubles against Contreres. He's not alone in that department.
Now he's been able to keep both David Ortiz and Manny Ramirez in check.
And he waits on deck. A shift on for Ortiz with Uribe just to the right of second base, and only Creedy on the left side. Check swing foul off the bat of Ortiz.
That's the first fork ball that he's thrown today, and you see the half swing, the check swing by David Ortiz. When that pitch is on for Contreras, it is absolutely nasty. Now he doesn't get this one down as much as he would like to. Look at the rotation on that baseball, and Ortiz fortunate to just foul it off. That didn't dip like it normally does.
0-2 the count to Ortiz. 1-2 now. Did you say that's the toughest pitch to hit in your eyes?
I didn't face many forkballs, Don. I know the split-fingered fastball is awfully difficult because it looks like a fastball, and, you know, at the end, the bottom just falls out. You can pick this up earlier, but it's much slower than a splitter because your fingers are split more on the baseball. Very tough pitch to throw.
The 1-2 pitch. Ortiz sends it out towards left center field, in for a hit. Youkilis being waved around. Podsednik's throw goes to second. The Red Sox lead it 1-0.
Well, we've watched Jim Thome go the other way a couple of times in this series against the shift. Now it's David Ortiz. He's a little bit late on the fastball, but able to shoot it out in the left field for the base hit. RBI number 87 for David Ortiz on the season, and he has just been absolutely on fire.
Well, we talk about him being Mr. Clutch at the end of games. How about in the middle? 24 go-ahead RBIs on the season for David Ortiz. And another timely hit here with the runner in scoring position. It has the Red Sox on top 1-0. Here's Manny Ramirez at 311, 24 homers and 65 runs batted in. The key matchup is brought to you by Honda. And as we mentioned, Contreres handling both Ortiz and Ramirez over the test of time. 6 strikeouts for Manny and 13 at bats against Contreres. Ramirez has hit safely in 7 of 9 games on the trip. And is down on the count 0-2.
Marathon game here yesterday. Again, the Red Sox beating up on the White Sox pitching, which was a little bit unexpected, especially coming out of that series down in Tampa. And they have jumped all over Ozzie Guillen's pitching staff in the first 2 games of this series.
16 runs in the first 2 games of the series for the Red Sox, and they get one today. As Ramirez chops it up towards Uribe. He'll flip the second for 1. The toss to first is not in time. Manny beats it out.
The ball not hit very hard here by Ramirez, and you'll see Uribe have to come in and give an awkward underhand shuffle to his second baseman, which was not a good feed. He had to reach down and into the run. And of course that threw a little bit of timing off Ragucci going to first base. Manny at about 3/4 speed heading down that line.
And even at 3/4 able to beat it out. He's at first with 2 down. There's Nixon at 322. 6 homers and 43 runs batted in. That begins the day 7th in the American League in batting average. Grounds it at Iguchi at second base. And the Red Sox retired in the first. They get a run. White Sox coming up.
Do you have a dinosaur?
No.
Do you have the space shuttle?
No.
What do you have?
Well, we have a display of the local gopher in his natural habitat.
That's not a gopher.
Yeah, it is.
Take them to a place that has it all. Fly Southwest Airlines, non-stop from Manchester or Providence to BWI Airport for just $59 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Lincoln Mercury has some of America's hottest selling new models. And to celebrate, every 2006 Mercury car, SUV, and minivan has the hottest deals of the summer during the Lincoln Mercury Celebration Clearance. Get the 32 MPG Milan, winner of the Best Midsize Car Award. Now lease Milan with 0 first month's payment, 0 down, and 0 cash due at $257 a month. Don't miss the Lincoln Mercury Celebration Clearance.
Sullivan Tire has a question for you. Rock or rebate? Stop in at Sullivan Tire now through July 22nd and choose between a $120 XM satellite radio package or a $50 mail-in rebate with the purchase of 4 select Dunlop tires. And as an extra added plus, buy 3 Dunlops at Sullivan Tire and you'll get the 4th tire free. So if you need tires, come to Sullivan Tire today and get a double deal on Dunlop.
For the best tire deals, come to Sullivan Tire. We're always here to get you there.
Red Sox get a run in the first. White Sox coming up, and the Chicago lineup is brought to you by Rico. Scott Podsednik in left field leads it off. Tanahito Iguchi at second base. Jim Thome, the DH, with Paul Konerko at first base. Jermaine Dye in right. A.J. Pierzynski does the catching with Joe Creedy. Third base, Juan Uribe bats eighth at short. Brian Anderson at center field batting ninth. On the mound today on a hot day in Chicago is Curt Schilling.
Trying to tie Josh Beckett to pick up his 11th win today. He's 10-3 on the season, among the league leaders in strikeouts with 109. Last time out, the loss against Tampa Bay, gave up 3 home runs in that ball game down at the Trop. And in his career against the White Sox, 3-1. Also has a couple of saves, making his career start 400 today here at the Cell, as they call it. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers. 30 errors in 85 games for Boston. Mike Lowell at third base, Alex Gonzalez the shortstop, Mark Loretta at second, Kevin Youkilis at first, left to right Ramirez, Chris Nixon, and Jason Veritek doing the catching for Schilling.
Podsednik leading it off for the White Sox and taking the first pitch strike from Schilling. Had to wait a while in that top half of the first inning. Jose Contreres giving up a run to the Red Sox and threw 24 first inning pitches. And on the grass at third is Lowell as Podsednik pops it up left side. Gonzalez drifting to the outfield grass for out number 1.
Schilling so far this year has lefties to a 266 batting average. The right-handers at 247. He is 2-0 here at Cellular Field.
Tanahito Iguchi, who did not play in the first game of the series on Friday night, was in there yesterday. It's a 287, 9 homers, and 38 runs batted in. We saw Alex Cintron in the first game of the series at second. He's enjoyed being at home this season at .338 with 5 of his 9 home runs coming here at the Cell. Outside, it's a ball and a strike. Mention the road numbers for Curt Schilling. His 3 losses coming away from Fenway Park. He's 4-3 on the road with a 4.23 earned run average. Much better numbers at Fenway. One and 2 to Iguchi. In fact, both Schilling and Josh Beckett have enjoyed Fenway Park much more than away. And Beckett, well, grabbing his 11th victory along the way. Another tough home run day, especially on the road for Beckett.
That's hard to believe that 2 starting pitchers, your 1 and 2 guys, have gone undefeated at Fenway Park.
Swing and a miss. Schilling picks up his first strikeout of the day. 2 down.
Schilling goes with the fastball to pick up the strikeout. Fastball at about 92 miles an hour. Inside, inner part of the plate to Iguchi. No contact. 67th time Iguchi struck out this season.
2 down for Jim Thome, a designated hitter at .298, 30 home runs and 76 RBIs. A great sequence yesterday in which Javier Lopez came on, who has been troublesome for Jim Thome throughout time. He had been 0 for 8 against Lopez, and again was dominated by Lopez in a key situation yesterday. And another great day for the Red Sox young bullpen pitchers. Thome pops it up. Roll on the left side by the bag at third. Now backpedaling to put it away. It's a 1-2-3 first for Schilling. 1-0 Boston after 1.
Stan, you're looking at a man who's on his way to the top.
You've been riding the elevator again, Jerry?
I'm the go-to guy, Stan.
You mean the guy that goes straight to the Rico printer?
Mr. Clutch.
Way to get ahead, Jerry.
Move your ideas forward with Rico dependability.
Still no air.
burning up in here, man. What are you doing?
No touch. Agree?
No touch what?
No touch light. Agree?
Agree.
No touch. Come on. No touch. No touch.
No touch light.
No touch.
When the situation calls for cold refreshment, call for Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Taste the cold.
No touch.
This Tuesday, July 11th, is Fan Appreciation Day for members of Red Sox Nation and Kid Nation. On that day, your membership card gets you these discounts listed here on your screen. For more information, visit RedSoxNation.com.
And that Red Sox team store, the 20% off at the Red Sox team store, that goes from 9 in the morning till 9 at night.
Poisson, Massachusetts here. That Andover, tough to see the first one. As Jason Varitek pops it up foul off to the left. This ballpark's got a little glare in it.
Yeah, this reminds me a little bit of Comerica Park in Detroit. Very, very bright during the day.
A lot of glare here, of course, during batting practice when the seats are not filled up. It was a very bright ballpark.
I noticed it's so bright that you've had to go to your sunglasses today.
Very rarely did I do that, or have I done it in the last 6 years, because every time I do, you rip me, so I haven't gone with them for a while. But today, there's no way around it.
Why is there no way around it?
Because I couldn't see the field. Plus, I happen to think it's a fantastic look for me.
Yeah, it's good.
Varitek leading it off here in the second. .249 homers and 40 runs batted in. And Lowell and Crisp. A swing and a miss, and Varitek strikes out. Second K of the day for Contreres.
There's the fork ball from Contreres. You notice against lefties, he's more over the top. And over the top is where he throws that fork ball from. That tumbling action going away from Varitek. First strikeout was on a fastball, that time the fork ball.
One down for Mike Lowell. 302, 10 homers and 45 runs batted in for Lowell.
If you have a baseball at home and you want to try to get the positioning of throwing a fork ball, just try to stick your index finger and your middle finger on the sides of the baseball. Try to stuff the baseball between there and see how difficult that is. You have to have large hands to be able to do that, and it's a tough pitch to control. There it is again. If you don't have a baseball, run out and get one.
Fouling it off to the right. 93 that time on the fastball from Contreres.
See, I honestly believed when he was with the Yankees that the Red Sox were able to pick up when he was going to throw that pitch. I thought they were able to read his pitches very well. I think he's made adjustments since he's come here to the White Sox, and obviously the results have been quite different.
And also, as you mentioned earlier, the comfort level for him has been much different for him here as well. After what was kind of a downward slide with the Yankees, a lot to take.
There you see the grip, and you see how wide you have to spread those fingers to get it through that baseball. And that's a very difficult pitch to throw.
Well, fouling it off, and the bat goes flying back towards the backstop. You mentioned off the top, Contreres did lose in the postseason last year, as he lost the only game the White Sox lost in the postseason last year. That was Game 1 of the American League Championship Series against the Angels. Yeah, these are the regular season numbers. It's August 21st of last year. 17 wins. And 0 losses with a nifty 2.86 ERA. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Contreres. Veritek and Lowell, the victims, begin the second inning.
There it is again, and that might be the best one that he's featured so far this afternoon. Watch the tumbling action on this one. You know, we see Wakefield pitch, and we see the same type of the seams, you know, the lack of rotation on the baseball, but of course Wakefield with the knuckleball, this is totally different.
Yeah, Wakefield still ailing with his back, a new spot on his back. And it's bothering him, and as a result was slated to pitch the first game of the second half, and now it's been backed off from there and has had an MRI as well. As he continues to nurse that back, saying yesterday that every time he throws, it feels like there's a knife going into his back, which is certainly not a good thing. He has pitched well lately, even with that injury. Coco Crisp batting with 2 down here in the second inning. 264, 4 homers, and 14 runs batted in. He has come alive here in the first 2 games of this series against the White Sox. And a tough beginning to the trip, 0 for 22, but 4 for 9, scoring 3 runs over the last 2 games here against the White Sox, also an RBI.
Good success too against Contreres, 357 in his career.
Seemed like it was coming together for Coco Crisp. And as you see the numbers Jerry mentioned against Contreres. He did safely in 9 out of 10 games before that 0 for 23 stretch. So he heads down to first.
Well, you got to go. You've got to steal, and you've got to steal early against him. As we mentioned, he's very slow to home plate. Brzezinski's thrown out 24% of the runners. Try to get down there early, get into scoring position, and give Gonzalez, you know, a couple of pitches to work with to try to drive him in.
That's 7 of them on the year in 10 attempts. It was yesterday that Freddie Garcia would hold on to the baseball for a long time. I wonder if that's a tack that Jose Contreres will use today. There goes Crisp, and Gonzalez showed the bunt. The throw down is not going to be in time. The 8th theft of the year for Coco Crisp.
I don't understand why the White Sox did not pitch out there. That you know they're going to run, and you know they're going to run right away. And that's exactly what Coco Crisp does. The head first slide, picks up his 8th steal of the season. Now that's perfect because it gives Gonzalez a couple of strikes to work with to try to drive him in. It's useless a lot of times when you wait till there's 2 strikes, then you go, and that hit has really got nothing to work with.
Red Sox have been able to take advantage of some of these White Sox starters, as they had 23 thefts coming into the series. They have 4 in the series.
Anybody think he'd be at 284 on the All-Star break?
Not where he started from, and not where he was for most of the first half. Over the last 15 games for Gonzalez at 424. And 4 for 4 in the series coming into today with an RBI. Had yesterday off after a fantastic first game, matching his career high. 4 hits, 4th time in his career that he's done it. First time since September of 2001. Popped up right side. Paul Konerko puts it away, and the Red Sox are gone in the second. Inning and a half done, 1-0 Boston.
Everyone talks about how long their truck will last. When we build a truck, we think way down the road. Toyota Tundra has been factory tested to survive years of abuse. That's why day in, day out, through the worst of the elements and all the rigors of time, nothing stops a Tundra. Toyota, moving forward. Toyota Tundra. Best-in-class residual value 5 years running.
Free is fantastic, right? Like free coffee or free parking. But free checking? Usually you have to buy checks and keep minimum balances. At Sovereign Bank, free means free. And with our free interest checking, use any bank's ATMs free. You also get free checks, unlimited check writing, and free online banking with bill pay. It even pays interest.
So you won't just save money, you'll make it.
Prepare to enter the other power. Okay, we have parachute online. To have a picture right now. If there is life, the Dutch will find it. What is he doing? What is that?
Now we wait.
It's a Red Sox doubleheader tonight on Charlie Moore Outdoors. First Sox outfielder Gabe Kapler joins Charlie for some springtime bass fishing. Then Red Sox pitcher Bill Lee hooks up with Charlie for a fishing adventure you won't forget. It's all tonight starting at 8 on NESN.
Bottom of the second inning, Red Sox on top 1-0. Paul Konerko, Jermaine Dye, and A.J. Pierzynski to face Schilling, who on just 11 pitches retired the side in order in the first. And that included a strikeout of Tadahito Iguchi. Konerko at .314, 21 homers, and 67 runs batted in. Named to his third career All-Star team this season. Also went in 2002 and last year. He's got 222 career home runs with the White Sox, moving past Harold Baines into second place in the club's all-time list. Baines, of course, the first base coach here on Ozzie Guillen's staff.
He had his number retired here with the White Sox, and he was still playing. But playing at the time, I believe, for the Baltimore Orioles.
Inside to Konerko, straightening him up. A very long career for Harold Baines. 2,830 games in the major leagues for Harold Baines. Tech setting up inside as Konerko sends it foul to the backstop. He joined Frank Thomas last year as the only two players in White Sox history to hit 40 home runs in back-to-back seasons. Thomas had done it in '95 and '96. Now doing his business as a member of the Oakland A's, who the Red Sox will see after the All-Star break. Red Sox will be returning home and begin an 8-game homestand, 4 with the Oakland A's, 3 with the Kansas City Royals, and 1 with the Texas Rangers as a makeup game. In fact, the Red Sox have played 26 of their first 38 games after the break at Fenway Park. Chop to third. Lowell's got a weight on it. He picks it and throws across in time to get Konerko. Nice play by Mike Lowell.
Yeah, the decision you have to make as a third baseman, do I charge this ball and maybe play it on a bad hop, or do I take one step back and wait for the big hop? Because Konerko does not run very well, Lowell has the option to go back and wait for it and then make the strong throw to Youkilis for the out. Now you get a guy that can run, that's a whole different play that he has to make.
Well, making the right decision as he had plenty of time to get Konerko as it turned out. One down, Jermaine Dye, the right fielder. And a mammoth home run off Beckett into center field yesterday among the 3. This one popped to right. In comes Nixon to make the catch. We had a great day yesterday. Speaking of guys who had a good game and a great catch yesterday for Trot Nixon, who defensively has been spectacular.
2 fabulous plays yesterday by Trot Nixon. Obviously the one, the diving play, but also the one in foul territory with 3 players involved.
Candles out number 2 this time, 2 down in the second. Schilling has erased the first 5 today. There's A.J. Pierzynski. Schilling's been very economical here in the early going. 16 pitches and 5 outs. Through the right side, went into right field, a base hit, first base runner of the day for the White Sox.
Tough to tell if that was a split-fingered fastball or just a straight change from Curt Schilling. Let's see if we can pick up the grip. Does appear to be a splitter, but very flat for Curt, and Pierzynski picks up the base hit with 2 outs.
Pierzynski held on at first by Youkilis as Joe Crede steps in at 298. He was 2 for 4 yesterday with a run scored. And has been hot over the last 21 games, hitting at 329. A total of 57 RBIs on the season. Second among American League third basemen in RBIs. He was a guy that Ozzie Guillen would like to have gotten on his all-star team. Strike over the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Ozzie Guillen would have liked to take his whole team to the All-Star game. Pablo Ozuna, you know, Ross Glode, all of them.
Juan Uribe. Well, as it works out, it's 7 of them. Burley, Contreres, Jenks, Konerko, Tomey, Dye, and Pierzynski. Fouled off to the right, backing out of play.
Schilling's got a good fastball early in this game. You know, a lot of times it's been later on in games where he's been up to the 93 to 95 range. That last fastball there to Crede was at 95.
Crede doesn't chase, and it evens up now at 2-2. The 7 All-Stars are the most for the White Sox, since they also sent 7 back in 1960. Names like Aparicio, Willie Fox, Sherman Lowell, Minnie Minoso, Al Smith, Jerry Staley, and Early Wynn all went.
Go, Schilling!
Crede with a swing and a foul tip to stay alive.
Pretty good job by Crede. That was a good splitter from Curt Schilling, and Crede just able to foul it off. Much better splitter than what he threw to Pierzynski.
It's 2 for 8 in the series as he bats with 2 outs. And Pierzynski at first base. Defensive swing as he sends it foul back into the seats. Fourth and White Sox third baseman to hit 20+ home runs in back-to-back seasons. 4th guy to do that. Robin Ventura did it 95, 96. Bill Melton and Pete Ward did it in the early 60s for the White Sox. Goes chasing and strikes out. Second K for Schilling. Ends his second inning. Done with 2, 1-0 Boston.
chip.
Foxwoods, the wonder of it all.
I can't believe it.
Pretty cool, huh?
Looks like we have a reason to celebrate.
Caught a little souvenir at the game today.
Actually, Dad dropped it and Mom caught it.
It's a part of summer you don't want to miss. Friendly's is serving all your summer favorites. Try our famous shrimp basket, the classic chicken strips basket, or our New England fish and chips. And just wait till you get your hands on one of our famous ice cream creations. Nothing goes better with summer. So come on, get in, get friendly.
In these shark-infested waters, a team of scientists and one brave volunteer are about to find the answer to an important question. Is Diet Mountain Dew as much of a thrill as regular Dew? The results were clear. Diet Mountain Dew is all the dew with none of the calories.
Tune in Tuesday afternoon at 2 for NESN's Sox and 2 All-Star Marathon for the 3 best games from the first half of the season in back-to-back-to-back. Game 1, April 17th, Mark Loretta's walk-off home run. Game 2, Johnny Damon and Doug Mirabelli's return to Fenway. Game 3, Curt Schilling, Tom Glavine pitching duel that included Coco Chris' amazing catch. The fans have spoken. Tune in Tuesday at 2 to relive these fantastic games.
Third inning, and it's the top of the Red Sox order, Kevin Youkilis, to get it started. He walked his first time up, came around to score the game's lone run. And he pushed to second on a wild pitch by Jose Contreres, and then scored on an RBI single for David Ortiz. A swing and a miss, and an 8-pitch at bat in the first inning. And the numbers for pitches seen rising for him. He's 4.5 per plate appearance, leading the Red Sox in that category.
Good eye there,
Two different grips, obviously, from Curt Schilling, who throws the split-fingered fastball, and Contreres, who throws the forkball. Now you see the fingers for Curt Schilling not quite as spread apart as they are for Contreres. And that is the difference between a splitter and a forkball.
Swing and a miss as Youkilis goes chasing on the 4th K of the day for Jose Contreres.
Contreres drops down to the side with the fastball at about 92 miles an hour to pick up the strikeout against Youkilis. Maybe a cut fastball. He saw a little spin to it there. I don't think that was a slider. Plus, the more you split your fingers on the baseball, the slower the pitch is.
There's Loretta, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Shot foul outside of third as this player profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. Contreres here at home, 2.43 ERA. It's 4th best in the American League. Scott Kazmir, the young left-hander for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, has the best home ERA. And he just beat the Red Sox at home at Tropicana Field as part of this trip. Red Sox facing a pitcher with a record of 9-0 or better for the first time since June 27th of 1978 at Yankee Stadium, where the Red Sox faced Ron Guidry, who at the time was 12-0. Guidry recorded a no decision in New York's 6-4 win to remain perfect 12-0. Red Sox last defeated a pitcher with a record of 9-0 or better exactly 46 years ago today, July 9th of 1960, a 6-5 win against the Yankees and Jim Coates. Fouled off to the right by Loretta. Contreres with 4 strikeouts so far in the afternoon, 1 down here in the 3rd. And Loretta lines it foul. Only 6 meetings between the Red Sox and White Sox. 3 games here, which will wrap up today at U.S. Cellular Field, and then the White Sox will come to Fenway Park for 3 games September 4th through the 6th. Over the Labor Day weekend. Popped up foul off to the right. Jason Varitek with the day off yesterday, sitting alongside Curt Schilling, who today makes his 400th career start. Big Poppy waiting on deck. He's driven in the lone run. Picking up RBI number 87 of the season. We're not yet to the break. Loretta fouls off another, and a pretty good at bat turned in here by the Red Sox second baseman.
This might help tire the big guy out on this pretty warm day in Chicago. High 80s this afternoon. Not as muggy as we've seen in the past here, but very warm on the field.
Getting ready to throw his 55th pitch, and he's only gone 2 1/3 innings. Full count to Loretta. Center fielder Brian Anderson a step or 2 towards right center for Loretta to go the other way. So one of the gap out there in left center field between Podsednik and Anderson. And it's grounded just outside the bag at third.
Next time Mark Loretta would be wearing that road uniform will be in the American League All-Star game as the starting second baseman.
His second All-Star appearance, his first as a starter. He was a reserve for the Padres back in 2004. So he pops it up into shallow center field. In comes Brian Anderson. And there's out number 2.
Tonight, PartyPoker.net's Boston versus New York Poker Challenge comes to its exciting conclusion as 4 players from each team sit down at the final table. Only one will emerge victorious in this 2-hour special. Players will battle it out for cash, prizes, and city pride. Boston took home the bragging rights last year. Can they do it again? Tune in tonight at 9 for the thrilling finale. Go Boston.
2 down here in the 3rd inning. David Ortiz singled to center field his first time up, knocked in a run. He has 8 home runs in his last 8 games.
Not many players talk to A.J. Pierzynski, but of course Poppy talks to everybody, and they were teammates in Minnesota.
Some guys talk to Pierzynski, just not friendly. As the pitch outside to Ortiz.
And some guys talk with their fists.
Ortiz waves at that.
That is extra ugly. Bottom just completely falling out of this forkball. What a tumble.
Here we go, Poppy.
There's the first 2 outs of the inning. Now brings a 1-2 pitch. Ortiz stays alive as he grounds it foul above the Red Sox dugout. All-time Red Sox leader in home runs before the break, with 31 of them on the season. Moving past Carl Yastrzemski, who had 29 back in 1969. 87 RBIs, also a franchise record. It's an historic totals heading to Pittsburgh at the All-Star break. The other 26 saves for Papelbon, the most branded rookie in Major League history prior to the All-Star break. As Ortiz takes ball 3, it's a full count now. Solid ball 4 and a 2-out walk. It's the 3rd walk given up by Contreres. Well, the numbers are staggering so far for David Ortiz and the pace for him. What he would end up with if he can somehow keep this going as he did in the first half. These numbers are coming into today's action. Where it would place him. Team record, of course, 50 homers and 175 RBIs back in 1936 for Jimmy Fox.
Here we go, Manny.
2-out walk this time for Big Papi, and here's Manny Ramirez. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Oh, 26 home runs at the break in 2004. Also at the break in 2001 he had 26 home runs. Comes into today's action with 24. Hard hit, picked at third by Creedy. He'll go to second for the force out of Big Papi to end the 3rd. 2.5 done, 1-0 Boston.
Minute of square tape. When toasting, do we clean tops or bottoms?
Let's just take a look.
If the top's touched, then our saliva is touching.
Well, then technically that would qualify as a kiss. Oh, come on. Tell you what, why don't we just touch bottoms?
No thanks, Hollywood. I ain't into that.
Bottles. Man-law?
Man, the great taste of Miller Lite, always a good call.
Sir, you'll have to remove the armor.
I can't.
It's metal. This is a metal detector, sir.
See, I just won Connecticut Lottery's Win for Life. I get $5,000 a month for the rest of my life. I'm not taking any chances.
Win for life from the Connecticut Lottery.
See? Told you.
The longer you live, the more money you get.
We're America's largest refiner, and some of the vehicles we fuel don't travel on roads. For those that do, we make some of the cleanest gasoline on the planet, and every drop is performance guaranteed. And our employees contribute over 200,000 hours a year in our communities. We know you probably don't think about these things when you think of Valero. That's okay, just as long as when you do think of us, you think of this. Valero, the energy to take you anywhere.
Join Theo Epstein, Reds.
And again, a reminder that Theo Epstein will be having a chat tomorrow at boston.com at noon tomorrow. So log on and chat with the Red Sox general manager. 1-0 Red Sox on top. As we head to the last half of the 3rd inning, Juan Uribe, Brian Anderson, and Scott Podsednik. "25 pitches through the first 2 for Curt Schilling. Uribe at 240, 11 homers and 46 runs batted in. So 17 RBIs in his last 10 games. Ranks 3rd among American League shortstops with a .982 fielding percentage. As he fouls it off to the right. Red Sox, of course, first in fielding percentage and club fielding. The White Sox check in at 7th. They're in the middle of the pack defensively.
Schilling's come inside a couple of times today. Once to Konerko with 2 strikes, and that time to Uribe.
Something that he made a very big point of during spring training, that he was going to attempt to pitch inside more often. We've not seen it as regularly. It was something to put certainly in the hitters' minds, something that he had not done really over the course of his career.
Schilling made a career out of working the outside corner with his fastball and his split-fingered fastball. 2 pitches, basically.
Full count to Uribe. I've been ahead 0-2. And Anderson, who has struggled at the plate, hitting under 200 so far this season, 185, waits on deck. Broken back grounder, picked nicely by Schilling, who had to elevate. And he throws out Uribe. Let's check in with Tina Cervasio. Tina?
Don, you and Jerry earlier were talking about Ozzie Guillen and how he would love to take his entire White Sox team to the All-Star game. Well, we know very well that Guillen is a passionate manager, as evident during his postseason run to the World Series last year. Now, when Jim Thome joined the White Sox this offseason, that was something he learned quickly about his new manager.
I think he's a guy that not only does he give respect, he wants it in return. I think he's a passionate guy. I think obviously he's got a ton of energy, and you know, he's a guy that is he's a straight shooter. You know what, if you come and you play hard and you show up on time, you know what, he's really like a player. He can be your best friend, and I think we've given that back, but he's also given it to us.
All the things he just said seem to have made a great match here for the White Sox and Ozzie Guillen. Of course, a longtime player in the major leagues, a successful one at that, but has had great success here with the White Sox so far. There are some times where I think perhaps the White Sox management kind of shakes their head a little bit as Ozzie will make some statements, but he certainly doesn't hold anything back.
Now, the one thing he does is that he has the rare combination of being like your teammate, but also not afraid to get in your face when things aren't being done the way he wants it done. And that is rare. That's not an easy thing to do, but he balances it very well. And enthusiasm, that's something that Ozzie Guillen has always had. I'll never forget a game at Fenway Park. We were probably playing in about the 16th or 17th inning, and he was bouncing around at shortstop like it was the top of the first. And I'll never forget that, because those games are so difficult to play in. You get tired, you get bored, you lose concentration. Well, he takes that same approach to his managing.
Ryan Anderson batting with one out here in the third inning. This is in the left field, a base hit. Anderson, as I mentioned, been struggling, hitting at the bottom of the White Sox order and checking in at just 185, but he's got the second White Sox hit of the day.
Split-fingered fastball from Curt Schilling, and Anderson's able to pull the ball for the base hit. He's got a little speed at first base. He's got 3 steals. You know what I like about Ozzie, too? Now, he has made some mistakes. There's no question about that, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care what the writers think. He doesn't care. You know, he's going to do it his way, and if it doesn't work out, when he gets canned, at least it's going to be his way. He's not a phony like so many others.
So that puts Zidnik taking the strike from Schilling. Do you think as a result perhaps his tenure may be shorter than some would be?
Who knows? If he wins another championship this year, he might sign a lifetime contract. He might burn out. You don't know with Ozzie. I'll tell you one thing, though, he's going to do it on his terms. He has tremendous respect for his general manager, Kenny Williams. And when Kenny Williams talks to him, he will try to, you know, do things Kenny's way. But as far as the rest of the stuff that surrounds a ball club with the media and all that stuff, he could care less. And that's a little bit refreshing in my mind.
Kenny Williams did a great job here as a general manager, continues to do so, and certainly not resting on his laurels after winning a championship. All he did was go out and get Jim Thome during the offseason, and both feel this White Sox team is a better team now than they were a year ago. There was no doubt last year they were the best team.
I'm not going to condone the statements that he's made. Obviously, that was a major mistake by Guillen. But the fact that he's not a politician, and this game is loaded with politicians.
Pitch outside to Putsednik, and it's 3-1. White Sox left fielder popped out to shortstop. His first time up, getting his second look today at Curt Schilling. Sednick did not start in the first game of the series, with Lester getting the nod in the first game. Yesterday, 3 for 5 with an RBI. Stolen bases down a little bit for Putsednik, who's used to having a ton. He ranks 4th in the American League with 28 steals. goes the runner at first, a swing and a miss for the strikeout, and it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the third. Third strikeout for Schilling. 1-0 Boston after 3.
Don't you wish you had one of them crystal balls so you could see what deals was coming to Madden's before they got there? Well, you do, dear. It's called a computer. See, Madden's has this new deal. Go to MaddenSurplus.com, give them your email address, tell them what you're wishing for, your heart's desire, and they'll let you know when they're getting in a shipment of them very things so you won't miss them. Oh, the future's coming up roses, dear, and I'm going to go get it.
I should have bought it when I saw it at Martin's.
Quirk family's been selling Subarus for over 30 years, setting the standards for safety and fuel economy. Meet the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback. Airbags save lives and all-wheel drive saves airbags. Outback earned the highest 5-star crash test rating and gets up to 28 miles per gallon. That's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Now, come see what makes a Quirk deal. Don't make that $1,000 mistake. Visit Quirk Subaru, Hogan Road, Bangor.
It's back. The Chevy Model Year-End Event. We're moving out the last of the 06 Chevy models. So make your move. They're going fast. More Americans choose Chevy. Claim yours before they're gone. See your main Chevy dealer.
Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by your local Subaru dealers. Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. And by New England Dodge dealers. Brian Anderson thrown out on the back end of a strike him out, throw him out double play. And as he gets gunned down, there's another Wojak caught stealing. Log on to Nesson.com and register to win. Strikeout for Curt Schilling was his third of the day. He's thrown 41 pitches. Through the first 3 innings, Contreres a much larger number through the first 3, having thrown 66. Curt's been economical so far and has allowed just 2 hits through the first 3.
Go, Nixon!
Nixon leading it off. Swing and a miss. Dropped down 0-2. Grounded out to second base. First time up back in the first inning. His .322 batting average coming in good for 7th in the American League. Joe Mauer far and away the leader in the American League right now at .383. Nixon's down on strikes. That's strikeout number 5 for Jose Contreres.
And again, it's the 4th ball from Contreres to pick up the strikeout. His high in the season is 13. He did that in interleague play against the Cincinnati Reds.
One down for Jason Varitek. He struck out swinging his first time up. Contreres with a strikeout in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 so far here to begin the 4th inning. Varitek had yesterday off after an 0-for-4 showing on Friday night in the first game of the series, and been a quiet trip. He's 3 for 25 on the trip. The hits have been loud, though. He's got 2 home runs. The 3 hits that he has on the road trip that began in Miami against the Marlins, and the 4 in Tampa Bay and 3 here in Chicago. After the ball game today, players heading to various destinations all over the map for what will seem like a week off, even though it's only 3 days off.
Some teams have, a number of teams have Thursday off also, which I think everybody in baseball should have off. I think it should be a 4-day break, not a 3-day break. For those players who go to the All-Star game, it's no break.
Back to Contreres, who makes the grab. May have rolled an ankle in the process, but he's able to make the catch for the second out. Try to walk it off here a little bit.
Fortunately for Contreres, it was a broken bat line drive. Didn't have the velocity on it, and he's able to reach up to make the catch, and then the stumble as he heads down the back of the pitcher's mound. Herm Starrett, longtime trainer, coming out to check out Contreres.
As they check out Contreres, it gives us a chance to check out the Aflac trivia question. Who holds the American League record for most consecutive wins over 2 seasons? Contreres is 17 decisions in a row, pretty impressive. But not the top right now, as Contreres going to stay in the game after that stumble. Managed to secure the out, and there's 2 down. Pitching line brought to you by Nissan, and that pitch count certainly a concern for Contreres. With 2 outs here in the 4th inning, very high already. Threw 99 pitches in his last outing and win against the Orioles over 6 2/3 innings. Swing and a miss for Mike Lowell, struck out swinging his first time up. Jacks one out towards left center field. Back goes Anderson, back onto the warning track, and it is gone. Mike Lowell hits his 11th home run of the year, a solo shot, and it has the Red Sox on top 2-0.
When it heats up in Chicago in the middle of the summer, this is a launching pad here at the Cell. Again, the drop down slider, it looks like, for Contreres. Not a big break to it, and Lowell takes it out to left field in that first row. You know, when they opened this ballpark, they didn't think it was going to be a home run park, but it certainly has turned into one.
A very good series from Mike Lowell, and it puts the Red Sox on top here 2-0 with his 11th home run of the year. And 8 all of last year, and has already surpassed that and then some prior to the break this year. We mentioned off the top there were many questions in spring training, and certainly Mike Lowell was one of them, especially the offensive side, not the defense. He has answered a lot of those critics, and those who felt he may be in the back end of his career and may not return offensively to what he used to be. He has in the first half of his first year with the Red Sox. Crisp walking his first time up. 3 walks so far for Jose Contreres. And a walk Crisp again. 4 walks now for Contreres. Whoever sends that line drive back at him, he's given up the home run and now walked. So 1 on 2 down for Gonzalez.
And again, the same situation is back in the 2nd inning. We'll see. Crisp will be trying to run. Let's see if they pitch out on the first pitch.
Gonzalez popped out to first base. Trying to keep him close. It gets away from Konerko. No advance for it. Crisp as Konerko runs it down.
See, not only is Contreres very slow to home plate, he does not have a very good move to first base. So everything is in the base stealer's favor. Little step off the rub and move, and just gets a glove on it. This Konerko, and that keeps Coco at first base.
pitch out this time and nothing doing.
You might see back-to-back pitch outs. Managers don't like to do that, obviously, because you fall back behind in the count 2-0, but it is a possibility.
Lined into left field, a base hit. Very deep was Podsednik in left, and Alex Gonzalez continues his torrid pace at 4 hits in the first game of the series and has his first hit of today.
15 out of the last 16 games for Gonzalez. Fastball away, hooks it to left field, so with 2 outs, the home run, the walk, now the base hit.
Back up to the top of the order for Kevin Youkilis. Walked and scored in the first. Struck out swinging in the third inning. This one gets by Pierzynski to the backstop. Everybody will move up. Crisp to third, Gonzalez to second on the wild pitch. And the second wild pitch of the day for Contreres.
That's more like the Contreres we saw with the New York Yankees, not the Chicago White Sox. White Sox today find themselves 3 games behind the Detroit Tigers. Of course, the Tigers taking care of business out west, and the Red Sox taking care of the White Sox.
Sox 56-31. The Tigers 59-28. As the Tigers have won 3 in a row, these White Sox have dropped the first 2 of the series to the Red Sox. With 2 outs and runners at second and third, a 2 outs runners in scoring situation for Youkilis, the league leaders. Brought to you by Olympia Sports. In this spot, he is 5th in the American League at .395. Bauer, who far and away leads the league in batting average, .385, hits a .481 in this situation. Outside, 3-1 down to Youkilis.
Action in the bullpen for the White Sox. They said they might use Javier Vasquez, but it's not him. It's McCarthy loosening up.
And it's side ball 4. 2 walks in the inning, 5 in the outing now for Contreres, and the Red Sox have him loaded with 2 down. Here comes Guillen. The shortest outing this season, June 1st at Cleveland for Contreres, in which he threw just 5 innings to 107 pitches. Ended up with a no decision in that game.
Well, ever since the line drive back to him in this inning, he hasn't been the same.
He will stay in the game as Guillen finishes up his conversation. Just 9 pitches. Got the first 2 outs quickly. Now a total of 23 in the inning. 84 in his outing. Lowell hitting a home run this inning has the Red Sox on top 2-0, but a chance to add to that. Well, the base is loaded and 2 down here in the 4th inning for Mark Loretta. On the ground, a foul ball just outside of third.
And you know, in that situation, a guy that is struggling with his control, that first pitch with the bases loaded is going to be a fastball. Loretta was waiting for it, but just out in front of it a little bit.
Curt struck out swinging in the first inning. He flied out to center in the third. Contreres ahead 0-2. What a weird year for Contreres last year. He's 4-5 with a 4.26 ERA in the first half. 11-2 with a 2.96 ERA in the second half. He's had a great year this year and a big jam here. Down 2-0 in the fourth. Inside, and he hit Loretta. That'll bring in a run. Crisp from third to give the Red Sox a 3-0 advantage.
Now he's got Loretta, on the hook, 0-2. Tries to come in with a fastball, gets the shirt of Loretta, and in comes a gift run for the Red Sox. So ever since the line drive back to the mound, he has not recorded an out since that time.
Eighth man to bat in the inning is David Ortiz, who Contreres has not been able to get out yet today. Ortiz with a single in the first inning. He walked in the third. David Ortiz down with ball one.
Well, a big poppy pop here could put the Red Sox way out in front and make it a nice, easy afternoon for them.
This series 4 for 10. The bases loaded, couple of grand slams. Travis Hafner, the Cleveland Indians, leads all the majors with 5 grand slams. Major league record is 6, held by Don Mattingly. Ortiz has 2 so far this season.
Green light, obviously, for Ortiz. If he gets one, he can handle it.
Fly ball to right. Jermaine Dye dancing underneath it, puts it away. And after the 3-0 pitch, it flies out. Red Sox grab a couple and lead it 3-0.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
You own your own business and wear all the hats. But when was the last time you got a little recognition? Well, here's something just for you. Sovereign Business Owner Banking. You can get free business checking, 300 free monthly transactions, and no minimum balance, plus free checks. We'll even add the rewards of our best personal checking account free. Sovereign Business Owner Banking.
Does that work for you?
Champagne.
Don't worry, I got us covered.
What is that?
It's a Coors Light cooler box. 18 plastic bottles and a ready-made cooler. All we need is ice. Genius.
The Go Anywhere Coors Light cooler box. Just add ice and enjoy.
To the bride.
Coors Light. Taste the cold.
Boston fans love to second guess and always ask what if. Join Ness on July 20th for the television event What If, presented by WB Mason and find out what could have happened in Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS if Grady Little had pulled Pedro Martinez in the 8th inning. We'll recreate the most likely result pitch by pitch using information from the country's best simulation technology company, and no one knows the outcome. Don't forget to vote on the top 10 what-if moments in New England sports history for a chance to win great prizes at NESN.com.
Well, Contreres up to 95 pitches and getting out of any further trouble.
3-0 fastball. Obviously the green light. Pretty good pitch to hit for David Ortiz, but just got underneath that fastball and flied out to right field.
So Schilling now with a 3-run lead to work with as he deals with Tadahito Iguchi in the bottom of the 4th inning. He was able to strike out Iguchi in the 1st inning. 1 of 3 Ks today for Curt Schilling, who has 1 in each of the first 3 innings. Outside to Iguchi. Yesterday 0 for 4 and got a walk yesterday. His first action since suffering a mild sprain of his left ankle back on July 3rd against the Orioles. Got back in there yesterday and playing back-to-back games. Three and 1 to Iguchi.
Schilling wanted that. You can see the umpire saying it was just away, and Schilling doesn't believe it as he shakes his head.
Jim Reynolds has the plate today for the umpires. Fly ball out towards center field, hit well. Chris petted back, and it is gone. And Schilling will look at Jim Reynolds. Around comes Iguchi with his 10th home run of the year. The White Sox are on the board.
First, we'll take a look at the pitch that missed from Curt Schilling. The one he thought he had a strike on was not called by Reynolds. That's the cut fastball. Looked to be a little away. You see Veritek pull it in, then he comes right back again with the fastball, and Iguchi picks up number 10. 6 of the 10 have been here at the cell.
The 19th home run allowed by Curt Schilling on the season. And a big difference between 2 and 2 and 3 and 1. There's Tomey with a swing and a miss. And 18 of the 19 home runs allowed by Schilling have come away from Fenway Park. One and 2 to Tomey. Popped out to third base first time up. He's been named to his 5th career All-Star team. Last time he went 2004. And his 30th home run of the year yesterday. 10th time in his career that he's reached that level. Big swing and a miss for Tomey, who strikes out 4 Ks for Curt Schilling.
Yeah, Schilling's got that kind of fastball where he can tie up Tomey at the hands inside. And that's exactly where he goes with that pitch.
One down for Paul Konerko. Grounded out to third base his first time up. Curt Schilling certainly finds something to motivate himself each time out. Something to will get him going as he begins to pitch each time against each opponent. And there's no doubt today that he's got to be thinking about not being added to the All-Star team this year, something that he did want very badly. He was open about that. And of course not selected as again. And quite frankly, you look at some of the numbers, Liriano's a guy who also really should be there. And what has been a great first half for the Minnesota Twins pitcher. 10-1 with a 1.83 ERA and may have been ahead of Schilling Really is if you look at the numbers. But for Curt, certainly a great first half and could be an all-star. Into center field off the bat of Contreres. Crisp out there, looking up into the high sky, and there's 2 down. With 2 down, we'll take a look at the Aflac trivia question. Now with Contreres going here today, who holds the American League record for most consecutive wins over 2 seasons? Roger Clemens with 20 of them. From June 3rd, 1998 to June 1st of 99. He lost to the Mets on June 6th of 1999 when it came to an end. He pitched in 98 with the Blue Jays and in 99 with the Yankees. A Major League record, Carl Hubbell, the New York Giants. July 17th of 36 through May 27th of 37. Pitch a strike to Jermaine Dye. Dye fly to right in the 2nd inning.
After the fly ball out to Contreres, Schilling having a little exchange, a pleasant exchange with Jim Reynolds, the home plate umpire. He was upset about one pitch. And then he looks back to Reynolds there, and you know, they always want to get back in good favor. You don't want that home plate umpire against you. Schilling's smart enough. He's been around long enough. He knows how to work him.
Inside to Dye, and it's 1-2. Dye going to the All-Star game. It is the 2nd time he's been an All-Star. Last an All-Star in 2000 as a member of the Kansas City Royals. A solo shot, a 2-run shot yesterday. Chops it slowly down the 3rd baseline. Lowell barehanded on the run. In time as Youkilis on a nice play on the other end was able to keep the foot on the bag on the high throw. Home run for Iguchi as the White Sox on the board. 3-1 Boston.
Pick up a 10-piece bucket of KFC drumsticks and thighs. The juiciest, most flavorful chicken, now just $7.99. And don't forget to try new KFC Famous Bowls. Get more flavor to savor at KFC.
So, tell me in your own words a little bit about Geico.
Well, it's one-stop shopping, really, Geico.com. You can get a free rate quote, you could compare coverage options, you could file a claim, pay your bill online. Even, you know, have a little chat with an associate if you need help.
What about you? Can they chat with you?
I'm here for Geico, love. Let's not delve into my personal life, eh?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Service, selection, savings. Bernie's brings it home. This week, Bernie's brings home our Christmas in July sale with big savings on thousands of air conditioners, 10,000 name brand appliances, and over 4,500 TVs on sale, in stock, and ready for next day delivery. Treat yourself to Hitachi's 42-inch HD plasma, now only $1777. Hitachi is the ultimate choice in plasma TV. Get 12 months 0% financing too. It's Bernie's Christmas in July. Bernie's brings it home.
You've seen how they play.
There we go. Oh, big puppy.
Now see how they live.
What's up, yo? This is David Ortiz.
With AT&T Home Turf. Visit seehowtheylive.com for exclusive access into your favorite players' worlds.
Tonight at 10, stay with Nesson for Sports Desk with Hazel May, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bath Centers. Among the topics tonight, the World Cup Finals, Italy against France, highlights from the Gentlemen's Final at Wimbledon, and Tiger Woods is here in Chicago hoping to capture his 4th Western Open on the PGA Tour. That's Sports Desk tonight at 10, only on Nesson. Another brilliant play at third base by Mike Lowell, and one of the toughest plays you have to make is with the bare hand. You cannot have any bobble at all. The off-balance throw, and Youkilis with a nice stretch at first base. Lowell is 3rd in the American League in fielding percentage behind Chavez and Aubrey Huff.
Ramirez leads it off here in the top half of the 5th inning. He's grounded into a fielder's choice twice so far today. Contreres back out there for the 5th inning, having thrown 97 pitches so far in the day. 107 his average, and the high at 119.
I'd like to say hello to a big Red Sox fan in West Barnstable today. Bob Benjamin's son, I should say, who was watching the game.
Strike to Manny, 3-1. Last 2 outings for Contreres coming in under 100 pitches, 99 of them against Baltimore in the victory for him. And then at Pittsburgh on June 29th, he threw 98 pitches. And he fouls it off, and it's now 100 pitches for Contreres today. Don Cooper, the pitching coach here for the White Sox. White Sox with a 4.49 earned run average. As of 7th in the league to begin the day as a pitching staff. And he hits a fly ball out towards center field. Ryan Anderson with room. And there's one down in the 5th. Let's check in with Tina Cervasio.
Well, Don, after the game, it's a 3-day break for the Red Sox and the rest of baseball, except for the All-Stars, of course. But with these 3 days off, it's not always glamorous with these tropical or exotic vacations, as told to me by some of the Red Sox young pitchers.
Try to catch them on some sleep and try to do some stuff around the house, because me and my fiance just got that new house, so our lawn is all a mess, and we just got to figure some stuff out. So looking forward to it.
I'm going back to New York.
Oh, boo.
Go back to my restaurant, see my family. So should be fun, and try to get as much sleep as possible.
Now, as far as the Red Sox All-Stars, they're actually hopping on a plane with the White Sox tonight. What Major League Baseball does is they charter a plane for the managing crew. So that's Ozzie Guillen and his staff and his players. And the Red Sox are here, so Major League Baseball allows them to travel with them. Last year, when it was Terry Francona and his staff and All-Stars, the Orioles traveled with the Red Sox. You know, I wonder what the conversation will be if the Red Sox pull off this sweep on the same plane with the White Sox there, Don.
All right, Tina, thanks very much. As Nixon lines out to second base.
I did not know that. That's something that I just learned from Tina, that they travel on the same plane, both clubs. I did not know that. I didn't know that happened. I wouldn't want to do that, to be quite honest with you. Guy just strikes me out 4 times and I got to fly with him to Pittsburgh. I'd rather drive.
You know, one thing I think was clear there in listening to Manny Del Carmen and Craig Hansen, sleep is going to be a big thing over these 3 days.
You know, the players look forward to this break, obviously, for a long time. They've been going at it since early February, and it goes by so fast.
You know, this is going by fast. Our 10-pitch 5th inning for Contreres in order. Go the Red Sox, 3-1 Boston.
Even with these unexpected features that come standard on the Toyota Corolla, even with its truly impressive fuel economy, the most compelling reason to buy a new Corolla is an old Corolla.
My 1995 Corolla has 119,905 miles.
257,632 miles.
333,670 miles. There's dependable, and then there's Corolla dependable. Ask someone you know who drives one. Toyota, moving forward.
I get what I want, I go where I please.
Ford model year clearance. Drive on us with 0% financing, plus we'll pay for your gas until 2007 on Ford's best cars, trucks, and SUVs.
T&M Billiards and Bar Stools has everything to make your home entertaining.
Start with an unbelievable selection of the highest quality pool tables. T&M also has everything you need for Texas Hold'em poker, foosball, pinball, air hockey, and more. Looking for bars and stools? There's no better selection. Even home theater seating. Plus, T&M has all the accessories to make your home fun. Stop by T&M Billiards and Bar Stools in Willimantic and Rocky Hill, the source for home game entertainment.
I get what I want, I go where I please.
Ford model year clearance. Drive on us with 0% financing, plus we'll pay for your gas until 2007 on Ford's best cars, trucks, and SUVs.
On Tuesday, join Remdog Nation at Fenway Park as we celebrate this season's halfway point with the Remdogs All-Star Break Party. It'll be an evening of fun, food, and festivities with Jerry Remy and friends. Log on to theremyreport.com for more information. You can call 877 Red Sox 9 to buy tickets. Tickets are limited, so log on now.
Ticket office opens at 10 tomorrow. You have one more day to get tickets, and I'll see you Tuesday night.
Maybe they're going to the Remdog All-Star Party.
Kid loves Big Papi, and why not? A lot of Red Sox fans here in Chicago as you walk the streets of Chicago, which I did not, but I can see them from outside my window. A lot of Red Sox shirts here for this weekend series.
Yeah, last year, of course, the Red Sox also going to Wrigley Field in Chicago, so it was another trip to Chicago last season. But the only visit of this season here to Chicago this time, just a 3-game series against the White Sox. White Sox come to Fenway in September as A.J. Pierzynski leads it off for Chicago. One of 3 hits today for the White Sox against Curt Schilling. He singled to right in the 2nd inning. White Sox have left just 1 base runner through the first 4 innings.
Well, kids collect the caps from Hood Milk in the Light Block bottle all summer long, and your school could earn up to $10,000 and win a visit from a Boston Red Sox player.
Blemish for Curt Schilling today. The leadoff home run by Tadahito Iguchi in the 4th inning.
Fastball up and in on the 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes to the splitter down and away.
Go, Schilling!
He does, and it works. Pierzynski chasing it. Veritek will throw him out as he clears the runner and fires to first.
You know, this I find very interesting because with nobody on base and nobody on second base, you're seeing Veritek put down a number of signs. There's the fastball up and in, and of course that sets up down and away on the next pitch with the split-fingered fastball. And in watching this, Red Sox must feel that somehow, maybe, the White Sox are getting signs somehow from center field. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only reason you throw down more than 1 sign with nobody at second base. I mean, he's throwing this like there's a man in scoring position.
Here we go, Shell.
I mean, you almost never see this. You know, a series, a sequence of signs with nobody at second base.
The 0-1 to Creedy.
Unless there's, for some reason, you think that there's a way that they are picking up signs.
Well, the bullpens certainly are not as far over as they could be.
Now, I don't think the bullpens are an issue here at all. There could be somebody laying in those weeds with a telescope.
Swing and a miss for Creedy, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I'm not accusing the White Sox of that, but I do find it very, very strange that Veritek is using a sequence of signs.
That's towards right center field. Crisp on the move. And Coco gets there with plenty of time to spare. 2 down.
Make plans now to sail the seas with Red Sox legends on the annual Red Sox cruise in January. For more information, call 800-336-2267.
Well, it seems over the years that they have changed that batter's eye quite a bit and trying to make it work.
Well, it was terrible when they first opened this ballpark. It was very shiny. I believe when they first opened this park, it was blue, if I'm not mistaken, out in center field, and the sun would shine on it, and the hitters just complained about it. Then they, I think, painted it black. They kind of darkened it up a little bit. It wasn't as bad, but this seems to be the best backdrop they've had.
And Uribe, who grounded back to the mound his first time up. Count of 1-1. On the ground by the mound to Loretta. Fires to first to get Uribe. It's a 1-2-3 fifth for Curt Schilling. We play 5. Boston on top 3-1.
With more flights to more places than ever before, America is your backyard. Southwest Airlines, we're taking low fares farther.
You are now free to move about the country. Someone wants a free rate quote from Geico.
Well, yeah, of course I do.
So they go to geico.com or where?
No, you can't get a Geico quote anywhere else, mate.
Why not?
Exclusivity. Makes people feel special, doesn't it? The old velvet rope.
So getting a free rate quote from geico.com is like getting access into some exclusive club.
Exactly. Knock, knock. Who's there? Bloke looking for a Geico quote, looking to save money on his car insurance. Oh, hello, mate. Come on in. How are you? How's your mum? How's it feel to be better than everyone else?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Chip.
Foxwoods, the wonder of it all.
Well, this week, Hazel is rewinding way back for the Red Sox Rewind midseason review. She'll have a musical look back at the best plays from the first half and a flashback to the 1946 All-Star game at Fenway Park. Plus, a chat with All-Star Mark Loretta and learn what goes through Uke's head during a game. So tune in to the Red Sox Rewind tomorrow night at 5:30 and 11:30 on NESN. Hazel's been very busy with all these shows. Sports Desk and Red Sox Rewind.
This one has popped up off the bat of Mike Lowell, and Brzezinski can't catch it. Lowell will reach.
Now, Brzezinski was scuffling right from the beginning with this, and it didn't seem to me. Let's see if he got his back turned to the infield. And there's the pop-up. He tries to turn his back, and then it just kind of blows back. Yeah, the breeze took it and took it away from him. So he was in good position, but in the wrong position, if you know what I mean. I mean, his back was to the infield like it should be, but yet he was not in the direction where the ball was.
He had just one error on the season. This is not an error. A base hit for Lowell. Loco Crisp showing bunt pulling back on a pitch high. Contreres back out on the mound. Coming here the inning having thrown 105 pitches in the first 5 innings. And his best inning perhaps of the game in the 5th is to get the Red Sox 1-2-3 on just 10 pitches. Again and sending him back out there again. This one dropped down the first baseline but foul.
Well, we'll take a look at what's coming up on NESN over the next couple of days. NESN summer vacation. The Remy's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Red Sox in 2 All-Star Marathon. We already told you about the 3 games that you're going to be seeing there. And of course, Billy, the Spaceman, a baseball odyssey Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So a lot of programming coming up, even though there'll be no Red Sox baseball. There'll be plenty of action on NESN.
This with a swing and a miss. He's trying to bunt the first 2 times. That time a full swing. Crisp walking twice today in the second and in the fourth inning and scoring a run in the fourth. Strike three call, and Coco Crisp becomes the sixth strikeout victim for Jose Contreres.
After walking him twice today, he puts him away on the fourth ball.
One out, one on for Gonzalez.
That really is a great shot from center field at super slow motion. You can see the lack of rotation and the tumble on that pitch.
Gonzalez 1 for 2 today, popped out to first base in the second inning, singled in the fourth.
Possibility they could use Gonzalez here for a hit and run play.
Popped up into center field. Brian Anderson as it sized up. And there's two down in the inning. 112 pitchers for Contreres. Season high is 119. Then back on June 7th against the Tigers in a 7-inning effort. 119 pitches against Detroit. Here's Youkilis, who was walked twice and struck out. Seven hits between the two clubs. Red Sox have 4. The White Sox have 3. Youkilis sits it in the air to center field. Brian Anderson headed back. Will get there. Make the catch to end the inning. Leadoff hit for Lowell wasted as we played 5.5. Red Sox on top 3-1.
Dear Dr. Z, are Dodge trucks more than just Hemis? The new Dodge Ram has a new frame for improved ride and handling, and Dodge Durango has an electronic stability program, technology we invented. What would you expect from the world's largest producer of commercial vehicles?
Curt! You forgot Hemi with fuel-saving MDS.
Sorry.
Actors.
Get employee pricing plus 0% financing on 2006 Dodge vehicles. If not satisfied, simply return it within 30 days.
People, when they find out what I do for a living, they say, so, you brew beer? And I'm like, yeah, and we taste every day. And they always just say, oh, you must absolutely love your job. Well, how do I get to be a Samuel Adams taster? Yeah, it's just one of the perks of the job.
This summer, go to a place where the smiles come easy and the warmth runs deep, where every path brings another beautiful picture. This is Vermont, where relaxing is never a long shot. You're sure to improve your view, but more importantly, your outlook. Call 1-800-VERMONT or see us on the web at vermontvacation.com. Vermont, home to the farmers who own Cabot, makers of the world's best cheddar. Available throughout Vermont or in a store near you.
You've seen how they play.
Here we go. Oh, big puppy!
Now see how they live.
What's up, yo? This is David Ortiz.
With AT&T Home Turf. Visit seehowtheylive.com for exclusive access into your favorite players' worlds.
Stay tuned after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. Tom Caron and Dave McCartney will break down Curt Schilling's first half, and Tina Zabasio will bring you Terry's take, including his assessment of the first half. Plus, we look ahead to the second half of the 2006 Red Sox season. It's all right after the game, and it's all right here on NESN.
The Red Sox trying to sweep these White Sox. Well, the broom's ready to go for Red Sox Nation, but the Red Sox with a 3-1 advantage here into the bottom of the 6th inning. And a well-pitched ball game today by Curt Schilling through the first 5. Just the 1 run, Tadahito Iguchi's home run in the 4th. Brian Anderson leading it off here in the 6th inning. Singled and was caught trying to steal in the 3rd. Schilling 3-1 in his career with a couple of saves against the White Sox. 4.01 earned run average coming into today. Last faced the White Sox September 5th of last year at Fenway. Center field, crisp on the run. That's going to get through to the track of the wall. Brian Anderson legging out a double. Hitting at just 185 coming into today's game, but a couple of hits today, a single and now a double.
Yeah, the single back in the third inning coming on a split-fingered fastball from Schilling. This is a fastball away and a nice piece of hitting. Inside out swing by Anderson. They think this kid's going to be a good player in time. So the leadoff double. This game is a lot closer than what it probably should be.
Well, the Red Sox have left a total of 7 men on base, and that includes the bases loaded in the 4th inning. And enjoyed just a 2-run lead here. Podsednik hops it up, foul ground. Youkilis headed over, will make the catch. Kevin Youkilis able to make the grab on a pop-up that stayed up for him. He goes over and makes the grab in front of the photographer's well.
That's just a horrible bunt by Podsednik. That ball is up over his lettuce, and he's still trying to bunt it. And a good play by Youkilis. Had to go full bore right down and slide on that warning track. But this is a terrible bunt. A high fastball. You can see the bat underneath the baseball. There's nothing he can do but pop it up.
So out number 1, Kevin Youkilis handles it, and here's Iguchi, who hit the home run off Schilling for the White Sox run back in the 4th inning.
By the way, he was not sacrificing there. He was bunting for a base hit, and his pitch selection to bunt for a base hit was terrible.
Two 2-0 to Iguchi. Mentioned the home run. He's also struck out today. And good numbers with runners in scoring position. So he bats with Brian Anderson at second base. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Schilling in a 3-0 hole right now. There's a strike to Iguchi, and it's 3-1. Jim Thome waits on deck. So far today, Schilling has handled Thome, getting him to pop out and a strikeout the first 2 at bats. Ball 4, he walks in, and just the first walk of the day allowed by Schilling. As Thome makes his way to the plate, and the tying runs on base. Schilling didn't walk anybody last time out against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. And about to face Jim Thome here with 1 out, runners at first and second. Back and into left center field off of Schilling. Around from second base comes Anderson. Iguchi to third. An RBI single for Jim Thome. It's a 1-run game now.
That's only the 2nd career hit for Thome against Schilling. His other was a home run, and this one is a line shot right off the bat that looks like a Schilling. I believe it's a splitter. And Thome rockets it right off the right side, right off the ribs. And all of a sudden you got a 1-run ball game here in Chicago. up the right side and deflecting all the way out into left field.
Schilling with a couple of warm-up tosses here to see if he's all right. Olasar, the trainer, out there checking on him, and it's going to stay in.
Red Sox has some moving around down in their bullpen, but as of now, nobody throwing.
Of a glancing blow on the line drive back at him that ends up in center field for Thome, who picks up his 77th RBI. And it doesn't get any easier here for Curt Schilling as Paul Konerko checks in on the right side. He's grounded out to third, flying to center. 0 for 2 today. Gucci at third, Thome at first, 1 down. Strike 1 to Konerko. This is who they want up. The White Sox leading hitter with runners in scoring position, Konerko. Gucci 90 feet away with a tying run, Thome at first base. Inside, it's a ball and a strike. Schilling just reaching the 80 pitch mark plateau after throwing 69 through the first 5. Popped up, Gonzalez stuck in back to short left center field. Crisp coming from center to make the catch, and the throw will go to the plate. Noguchi doesn't try it, and there's a big out. 2 down.
Gonzalez, when that ball went up in the air, was having trouble with it. The wind looked like it was pushing it back out deeper than he expected. Contreres had to come in to make the play shallow so they can't advance. Like a pop-up routine pop-up to Gonzalez, but then you can see the push from the wind, and all of a sudden Contreres becomes involved in the play. A little bit surprised nobody throwing out there, just in case. You know, this thing that hit Schilling in the side, I mean, especially as time goes on, it might have more of an effect on him than it does at this point, but I thought maybe they'd have somebody up loosening just in case.
There's Jermaine Dye, who's 0 for 2. Fly to right, grounded out to third base. And in the dirt, and ranging to his right, Jason Varitek to corral it with the tying run just 90 feet away. Drive hitting Schilling in the side off the bat of Jim Thome. Ended up kind of glancing off Schilling and ending up in left center field right around the second run for the White Sox. Dye fouls it off to the right, and it's 1-1 to the White Sox right fielder.
And we are now getting some action out in that bullpen for Boston. Manny Del Carmen loosening. This will be his third warm-up pitch.
Outfield deep and straight away for Jermaine Dye. Noguchi at third, Thome at first, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Outside, 2-1 to dive. Schilling with a loss last time out at Tampa Bay. He went 7 innings in that outing and threw up over 100 pitches at 101. This is pitch 85 of the day for Schilling. And it's a strike to Jermaine Dye. This pitch 2-2.
Not according to Jermaine Dye. He thought that ball was down and away. Looked like the cut fastball from Schilling. One thing, it's unhittable.
Throwing in the Boston bullpen.
Noguchi at third. Tomey crossed the diamond at first. 2 down. Dye stays alive. Sending it foul to the backstop. 94 on the fastball from Curt Schilling. $39,355 on hand here today. Red Sox trying to come from behind with the Red Sox coming into the inning on top 3-1. They've gotten a run back. It's 3-2 with the tying run at third. Noguchi. Schilling wants time, wants to talk to Veritek. No room for a mistake here for Curt Schilling. Seeing Veritek will talk it over.
Sox series at New York to open the second half.
Let's take a look at what's on tap for the Red Sox, brought to you by Heineken. Of course, the 3 days off for the All-Star break for most of the Red Sox, and then they'll welcome the Oakland A's for the first time this season to Fenway. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all night games at 7. Sunday, a day game with all the action right here on NESN. Al Nipper on the phone as Carmen continues to work. Dye with a swing and a miss. And whatever they decided on worked out great for Schilling and Veritek as they come together and strike out Jermaine Dye. White Sox get a run back, 3-2 Boston.
Celebrate. 1955, Pineview Homes has offered affordable, energy-efficient homes throughout Central Maine. That's right, 51 years, 3 generations, and thousands of Maine families enjoying home ownership. New this year at Pineview Homes, look for the Energy Star label. What this means to our buyers? Independently verified to be at least 30% more energy efficient and access to special financing opportunities. Energy Star, saving the earth, saving your money. Pineview Homes, Route 201, Winslow, Maine.
Family's been selling Subarus for over 30 years, setting the standards for safety and fuel economy. Meet the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback. Airbags save lives and all-wheel drive saves airbags. Outback earned the highest 5-star crash test rating and gets up to 28 miles per gallon. That's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Now, come see what makes a Quirk deal. Don't make that $1,000 mistake. Visit Quirk Subaru, Hogan Road, Bangor.
It's back. The Chevy Model Year End event. We're moving out the last of the 06 Chevy models. So make your move. They're going fast. More Americans choose Chevy. Claim yours before they're gone. See your main Chevy dealer.
Presents the gold standard for minivans. The 2007 Hyundai Entourage, a Hyundai like you've never seen before. Entourage earned the Insurance Institute's Gold Safety Award, the best rating ever for a minivan.
With 6 airbags, standard electronic stability control, 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, and America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles.
Crash tested, comfort tested, value tested, and of course, fun tested. Quirk Hyundai, Haskell Road, Bangor.
Late for a Sox game again. Get your Rainbows Over Fenway wall clock available now at the Boston Globe store. It makes a great gift Order now at BostonGlobeStore.com or call 888-665-2667.
Seventh inning, and this call to the bullpen is brought to you by your local Ford store. Every journey begins with a bold move. Start your journey today by visiting your local Ford store. Neil Cott's a new pitcher for the White Sox.
He worked in the ball game yesterday, pitched an inning, gave up a couple of hits and a couple of earned runs and 2 walks in that game. Overall, his 39th appearance.
Loretta grounds into third base. Nicely picked by Creedy. Throws out Loretta at first for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning.
Schilling picked a good time to throw maybe his best splitter of the afternoon to Jermaine Dye. Look at the bottom fall out of that one. In a big situation, first and third, and the big fist pump by Schilling after the strikeout.
One down for David Ortiz. He was singled in the first, walked in the third, fly to right in the 4th inning.
Cots has been tough on lefties this year, only a 143 average against left-handed hitters.
Red Sox getting to him for a couple of runs yesterday in his inning of work. Snapped a streak of 11 outings in a row without giving up a run over 9 innings. The White Sox bullpen that's comprised of 4 right-handers and 2 lefties. And Cott's a lefty and the first guy out of the pen today after Contreres with the first 6 innings for the White Sox. Ortiz fouls it back, 1-2. 114 pitches today for Jose Contreres. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. All earned. He walked 5 and struck out 6.
That may be it for Schilling too. Del Carmen continues to throw down in the Red Sox bullpen.
Outside 2-2 to Ortiz. Lefties against Cots, hitting at just .212. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Ortiz. 2 down. Let's check in with Tom Karen. Tom.
Don, thank you. Our New England Toyota dealer game break. The Yankees had Tampa. They had a 5-0 lead. The Double Rays have come all the way back. Jorge Cantu drives in. Rocco Baldelli for the go-ahead run in the 7th, 6-5. Chris Wilson started for the Yankees. Hasn't made a start since 2003, and they're down to their final 4 outs, down by a run. Guys.
All right, Tom. Thanks very much. So the Yankees are losing. The Red Sox are winning currently. With 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th inning. Neil Cots has gotten Loretta and Ortiz for the first 2 outs of the inning. And Manny with a swing and a miss. Neil Cots, 26-year-old, acquired in December 2002 in a deal that sent Keith Folk to the Oakland A's. The 0-1 pitch. There for a strike, and it's 0-2. Manny with a look back at Jim Reynolds. That's last year 4-0 with a nifty 1.94 earned run average in 69 appearances for the White Sox. Been one of the most dependable pitchers out of the pen. Dealing with Manny Ramirez here with 2 outs and the base is empty. This year in the World Series, he stranded all 7 inherited runners. Ball 2, 2-2. Into left center field, a base hit for Ramirez. Anderson back at the warning track to grab it, but Manny's into second base with a 2-out double.
Manny is now here in 8 of his last 10 games. His first hit today, the 2-out double to get in a scoring position. Manny's had some troubles against lefties, but he gets the fastball here and finds that gap. Runs it out to Billy Pierce, and Anderson gets it back in. 2 bases for Ramirez.
Here's Nixon with Ramirez at second and 2 down. Against lefties coming into last year, 356, wearing them out. But it's been tough for Manny over the last 2 years against lefties, hitting at just 231.
Yeah, that's stunning looking at those numbers there. It's hard to figure, too. The only thing I can come up with is that, you know, he doesn't go the other way as much. He's trying to pull him more. That's the only thing that kind of sticks out over the last couple of years.
Nothing much different in his stance or anything? Nothing that's changed at all?
No, nothing at all. Just, you know, Manny's the kind of guy that uses the whole ball block, but for some reason against the lefties, looks like he's trying to pull him more. And that's exactly what they want him to do.
Well, a former member of the Red Sox bullpen, David Risky, is up in the White Sox pen. Worked yesterday, of course. And for the Red Sox, that exchange worked out great. Javier Lopez striking out Jim Thome yesterday. Foul to the backstop. 2-2 now to Nixon.
But big time in this game was when David Ortiz was up with the bases loaded in the 4th. He had the green light on the 3-0 pitch and fly it out to right. It was a time where they really could have busted this one open. Instead, a very exciting 3-2 game.
Breaking ball for strike 3. Nixon took it and is gone. So are the Red Sox. They lead Manny at second base. 7th inning stretch. 3-2 Boston.
Flying to Philadelphia for business? If these 10 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Philadelphia, maybe this will. You can fly Southwest in more comfort than ever for the same low fares you're used to.
You are now free to move about the country.
So, Captain, do you think there are any icebergs out there?
Out there? Icebergs? No.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Worry what?
A second chance can come in handy. Play Treasure Island and enter your non-winning tickets in a second chance drawing. Treasure Island from the Connecticut Lottery.
Satellite-linked Acura MDX with Zagat guide ratings.
This looks good.
Bon appetit.
For a limited time, take advantage of 2.9% financing on all 2006 Acura models.
Thursday night at 6, Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe pregame report with Tom Caron and Dennis Eckersley live on Yorkie Way. They'll preview the 4-game series against the AL West leading A's and John Lester's attempt at his 4th win. Plus, a profile on Frank Thomas, Oakland's DH, who has 19 home runs. It's all Thursday night at 6, live in HD on NESN.
Well, Trot Nixon striking out to end the top of the 7th. It's 3-2 Red Sox. Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Olympia Sports, the place for the best in Adidas soccer gear. Heineken, and by Hyundai. New pitcher for the Red Sox is Manny Del Carmen.
22nd appearance for Del Carmen. The record stands at 1-0. He worked a couple of days ago against Chicago, game 1 of this series, pitched an inning, allowing a hit, did have a strikeout. 5 games on this road trip, total of 4 innings, 3 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts for Del Carmen.
6 innings, 5. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run.
Well, Del Carmen will be facing Kurzinski, Creedy, and Uribe.
Yeah, with Brzezinski leading off the left-hander, you think Lopez, but I think what Francona may be doing is saving Lopez for Thome if needed.
Seemed to work out great yesterday, and he's 0 for 9 against him. Well, the numbers for Curt Schilling today, who goes 6 innings for the Red Sox, 5 hits and 2 runs, including the home run by Tadahito Iguchi in the 4th inning. Walked 1 and struck out 6 through 86 pitches, but of course was hit on a line drive off the bat of Thome in the side, was able to stay in for the remainder of the inning. Leaves after 86 pitches and 6 innings today, and departs with a lead with a chance to pick up his 11th win of the year, coming in at 10-3. It'll become the 4th member of the American League to have 11 wins if the Red Sox bullpen can help him out today. And Del Carmen had been warming up last inning after Schilling was hit on the side, and Del Carmen's in here to pitch the 7th inning. A.J. Pierzynski makes his way to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today, single to right in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 5th. Action behind Del Carmen as Craig Hansen and Javier Lopez both up. Francona going with the young guns yesterday, doing the same today. Del Carmen's the first one out. And Terry doing a lot of talking today about his young pitchers and his rookies here with the Red Sox, and very impressed with the way they've handled themselves at the major league level, arriving on the scene and really becoming big parts of this year's edition of the Red Sox. To right field, Trot Nixon coming in. It'll stay up, and Trot will put it away for out number 1.
That's why I think, Don, and I think the second half for this Red Sox is very promising. Obviously, the players on the field, the position players, pretty well set. I don't see any major moves there at all. But the emergence of these young guys out of the bullpen, the confidence they've been able to grab here in the first half, the success they've had, can only help them as they head into August and September.
Here's Joe Creedy, who takes the first pitch strike.
It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be some bumps in the road. There's no question about that.
On the ground at third base, Lowell stepped to his left, throws out Creedy, and there's 2 down. And Terry was also saying that he's liked the way the veterans have handled the rookies so far this year too. I'm sure you could say the same thing. He was on a lot of teams where, as a rookie, you were not talked to, and there were some tough situations. In fact, he said in a lot of major league teams around now, if you're a rookie, you don't have enough service time, you end up on the staff bus, which would be with us normally. And of course, this team, the entire team is on one bus, and the staff and us are on another. But I imagine a little bit tougher in your era being a rookie.
Yeah, it was, and that changed when Francona got here, and I think Schilling may have had something to do with that. At Wakefield, guys like that, they made all the players, all the rookies included, ride on the team bus to make them feel part of the team. They get treated better today, obviously, than they did in the past, and I think that's a good thing. Now, sometimes in the past, the guys were afraid that you were coming to take their job, and they didn't like that. They didn't treat you very well until you proved that you could perform on the big league level.
Uribe fouls it off, and it's 1-2 to the White Sox shortstop, who has Grounded back to the mound and grounded out to second base. 0 for 2.
See, the other thing too is this is a team that can win. You know, it's different when you're coming to a good team or a bad team. You know, they pull that baloney with the rookies on bad teams. Like good teams, you know, you're going to need these guys. You know, you're going to need them to help you get to your ultimate goal.
Lowell, certainly one of those veterans, a couple of veterans certainly on this Red Sox team who made the younger guys feel very much at home. 2-2 to Uribe. Center fielder Crispin to right center. Big gap out there in left center field for Uribe. He goes chasing and strikes out. A 9-pitch, 1-2-3 inning for Manny Del Carmen. We played 7. Red Sox on top 3-2.
Men of the square table, is it time to retire the high five?
No way!
Wait a minute. I invented the high five.
What's next? I can't do this?
Guys, the high five is played out. Jerome, what'd you do when you won the championship?
I gave everybody a high five.
And the next week, when you found that great parking space, what'd you do?
I gave everybody a high five. Let's issue a continuance on the high five until we find a replacement.
The great taste of Miller Lite, always a good call.
Dear Dr. Z, are Dodge trucks more than just Hemis? The new Dodge Ram has a new frame for improved ride and handling, and Dodge Durango has an electronic stability program, technology we invented. What would you expect from the world's largest producer of commercial vehicles?
Curt! You forgot Hemi with fuel-saving MDS.
Sorry.
Actors.
Get employee pricing plus 0% financing on 2006 Dodge vehicles. If not satisfied, simply return it within 30 days.
Block Island, a magical place of pristine beaches, seaside verandas, and cliffs that touch the sky. And now it's so easy to get to. Get away from it all on the high-speed Block Island Express. Cruising from New London to Block Island in just over an hour. With up to 5 daily departures, enjoy a day trip or a long weekend. Check it out at goblockisland.com.
Back at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago, where this game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. David Ortiz with an RBI single, and the Red Sox on the board in the first inning. Mike Lowell would hit his 11th home run of the year and give the Red Sox a 2-0 advantage. The Red Sox in the 4th inning had a great opportunity, bases loaded, with 2 outs and a 3-0 count to Ortiz. With the green light, he pops out to right field at Jermaine Dye. And the Red Sox with a 3-2 advantage as we head to the top half of the 8th. It'll be Jason Varitek, Mike Lowell, and Coco Crisp. Face Neil Kotz, who pitched the 7th inning. Gave up a 2-out double to Manny Ramirez, but was able to strike out Trot Nixon, looking to end the 7th inning. Varitek 0 for 3 today. He has struck out swinging, line back to the mound, and fly to center. Very impressive inning for Manny Del Carmen in the 7th. 11 pitch, 1-2-3 inning.
And 2 of those outs Del Carmen got with his curveball. He got Creedy to ground out on the curveball, and he struck out Uribe on a curveball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Look at the strikeout to end the inning, and there's the breaking ball again. Last year that was something that he didn't have a lot of confidence in throwing, trying to make an impression. This year more confidence, better results.
Swing and a miss. Varitek strikes out third K for Neil Kotz in an inning and a third.
Away from Varitek with the fastball. Maybe a ball, maybe outside, but too close to take with 2 strikes.
One down for Mike Lowell, who has been on twice today, 2 for 3, home run, and A pop-up that he hit in front of home plate that A.J. Brzezinski could not catch. Both teams with 5 hits today. Ortiz and Ramirez with hits for the Red Sox. Mike Lowell's got 2, and Alex Gonzalez has 1. On the ground, Creedy at third base. Throws out Lowell, 2 down in the 8th.
With tickets so hard to come by, especially for fans who live far away, now is the time to take advantage of a special Red Sox deal at the Marriott Copley Hotel right near Fenway Park. The Marriott Grand Slam package includes a room for 2 for 2 nights, breakfast for 2, and 2 tickets to a Red Sox game against Toronto over Labor Day weekend. Call now at 617-937-5600.
Could be huge games as the Red Sox and Blue Jays, of course, going head-to-head in the second half. Blue Jays hanging around. Toronto 6 games back heading into today's action. This one lined down the left field line. A fair ball for Crisp. Over is Podsednik, but into second base with a 2-out double goes Coco Crisp.
Second inning in a row, there have been 2-out doubles. The Ramirez last inning. And now Coco Crisp here in the 8th. And that's going to bring Guillen out of the dugout.
Well, Coco Crisp has picked it up offensively, now 5 hits in the series. And on base 3 times today. He stands at second base and is again making the change here. Neil Cott's getting the first 2 outs of the inning. And we'll see David Riskey. Once again, the former Red Sox pitcher makes his way in. The pitching change from Chicago.
We're installation specialists. Whether you want shelving, racks, or cabs, we'll install what you need.
American Ladders and Scaffolds. We take you higher.
You are our neighbors. You teach. You cheer. You sacrifice. You help those around you. You love your little corner of the world. Here at Extra Mart, we are proud to serve you, and we thank you for letting us be a part of your community.
All this month at Extra Mart, 12 packs of Coca-Cola products are specially priced at 2 for $5.50.
Let the experts deliver to your job site. Count on fast delivery everywhere, every day.
American Ladders and Scaffolds. We take you higher.
Remember when tickets to a ball game cost $5? Well, they will again at Fenway Park on Saturday, August 26th. While the Red Sox are on the road, the club will present a minor league doubleheader, Futures at Fenway, as Lowell faces Oneonta and the Paw Sox play Rochester. And yes, tickets start at just $5 a seat in Fenway Park. Check it out at redsox.com.
Neil Cott's done after an inning and 2/3, still responsible for Coco Crisp at second base. Red Sox trying to add some insurance run here in the 8th inning. Is the new pitcher on for the White Sox is David Riskey.
Done pretty well since coming over to the White Sox. There you see his total numbers over the year, but since being with Chicago, 10 appearances, a 1.86 ERA at 9 2/3. He's only allowed 2 earned runs, and one of those coming in the ball game yesterday. First time that he has faced Gonzalez.
In his first loss with the White Sox yesterday against the Red Sox. And Gonzalez, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game today, a single back in the 4th inning. Gonzalez trying to hold up, but he offered, and it evens the count at 1.
Gonzalez chasing a bad pitch. It would have been a 2-0 count instead. Can't check the swing, and Risky has the 1-1 count.
Line to left, Podsednik coming in, and it'll make the shoe-loss lace catch in left field. And the sinking line drive to rob Gonzalez of a hit, and the Red Sox have a run. 3-2 Boston.
268 horsepower engine, 5-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift, yet unexpected fuel efficiency. Sumptuous tranquil interior, 9-speaker audio system, 7 airbags, yet its starting price is under $28,000. Comparisons to similarly priced cars are common, yet the costs are so very different. What's wrong with this picture?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Just ask someone you know who drives an Avalon. Toyota, moving forward.
Prepare to enter the other power. Can we have parachute online? Should have a picture right now. Yeah! If there is life, the Dutch will find it. What is he doing? What is that?
Now we wait.
It's here and it's big. The Ford Model Year Clearance. F-150, Ranger, and Super Duty. Built Ford tough. Now drive on us with 0% financing, plus we'll pay for your gas until 2007. That's 0% financing, plus we pay for your gas. Now during the Ford Model Year Clearance.
Stay tuned after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. Tom Karen and Dave McCarty will break down Curt Schilling's first half, and Tina Sabacio will bring you Terry's take, including his assessment of the first half, plus a look ahead to the second half of the 2006 Red Sox season. It's all right after the game, right here on your New England Sports Network in HD.
Now, Manny Del Carmen back out there for the 8th. I wonder a little bit about Mike Timlin. This is a normal spot in the game.
You're right. Timlin is throwing right now in the bullpen. And he just started throwing when Del Carmen went to the mound.
Brian Anderson, the first batter here of the 8th. And lines it. Caught at second by Loretta. Nice play. Stepped to his left and able to grab it for the first out here of the 8th.
A low line drive slicing away from Mark Loretta. Gets the glove down and makes the play.
Del Carmen has retired all 4 White Sox that he has faced since coming in. A 1-run Red Sox lead here in the bottom of the 8th as Podsednik sends one fouled off to the left.
Got to keep this guy off the base. There you see Lopez and you see Timlin losing in the Red Sox bullpen. Plus Podsednik with 28 steals. In a 1-run game, the preference, keep him off the base. Changeup by Del Carmen. Showing all his pitches in this outing. His fastball, his curveball, and that time the changeup. Probably wanted it down and away from Podsednik. It stays inside, but still gets the strike call.
Swing and a miss, and Manny Del Carmen strikes out Scott Podsednik for out number 2 of the 8th.
Oh, sharp curveball there from Del Carmen. He follows the changeup up with the breaking ball. So right now, confidence in all of his pitches, and this is a sharp breaking ball. 12-6.
You can really feel the confidence growing in Manny Del Carmen here at the major league level. Inning in 2/3 so far as Iguchi stands in and takes the ball. Struck out in the first, homered in the 4th, walked in the 6th inning. He's now got 10 on the year, the second baseman for the White Sox. Red Sox closer Bobby Jenks is up in the pen. Six out of 27 save opportunities as Iguchi swings and misses.
Iguchi very, very late on that 2-0 fastball. You'd think he'd be sitting on fastball 2-0, but very late with the swing. That was a shot at Jenks, of course, out in the bullpen for the White Sox.
Outside 3-1. Anderson lined out to second. Podsednik struck out. Iguchi with a count of 3-1, and Jim Thome waiting on deck. Fouled off to the right, backing out of play. Told me yesterday, have all kinds of problems with Javier Lopez. Never looked comfortable in the box and has never had a hit off Lopez in his career, and Lopez got him again yesterday in a key spot in the game. He's in the pen as Thome waits on deck. Chop towards shortstop. Gonzalez charging, changed direction on him, but he retrieves it. The throw to first picked out by Youkilis. A 1-2-3-8. Del Carmen, 2 scoreless innings, 3-2 Boston.
You are our neighbors. You teach. You cheer. You sacrifice. You help those around you. You love your little corner of the world. Here at Extra Mart, we are proud to serve you, and we thank you for letting us be a part of your community.
All this month at Extra Mart, 12 packs of Coca-Cola products are specially priced at 2 for $5.50.
Is it possible to engineer desire? An entirely new ES, the Lexus ES 350.
You've seen how they play.
There we go. Oh, big puppy!
Now see how they live.
What's up, yo? This is David Ortiz.
With AT&T Home Turf. Visit seehowtheylive.com for exclusive access into your favorite players' worlds.
A unicorn, or a tender, juicy, all-white meat crispy chicken sandwich at Wendy's for just 99 cents. One of them is real. Find out for yourself. And for just 99 cents, do what tastes right.
Now, 2 very, very strong innings from Manny Del Carmen against the White Sox here. Critical innings, the 7th and 8th. And, of course, Del Carmen with a very good curveball. You have a curveball here for a strikeout against Uribe, a strikeout to Podsednik on the curveball, and a nice play here. Watch it change directions to the barehand almost for Gonzalez, and the scoop at the other end by Youkilis. 2 very good innings for Del Carmen.
20 pitches for Del Carmen in those 2 innings. And as we head here to the top half of the 9th inning, the White Sox trailing by a run bring on their closer, Bobby Jenks.
First time we've seen him in this series. Last time he worked was about 4 days ago against Baltimore. He's got 26 saves and 27 opportunities in 3 games career-wise against the Red Sox, and 5 runs allowed. The strikeout numbers, 47 strikeouts in 38 2/3 innings for Jenks.
Jonathan Papelbon up for the Red Sox in the pen.
Both Papelbon and Jenks tied with 26 saves.
Youkilis takes ball 1 from Jenks. Kevin's been aboard twice today, both times walking. And he scored a run back in the first inning. So 2-0 now to Youkilis. David Risky got the final out of the 8th inning as he went a third of an inning. Started for the White Sox, Jose Contreres with the first 6, giving up 3 runs. Since then, Neil Kotz, David Risky, and Bobby Jenks, 95 and missing, that time 3-0. Inside, and a 4-pitch walk to Kevin Youkilis. Well, here you have a closer coming in a non-save situation, and he walks the first batter on 4 pitches. So Youkilis down to first base, and it'll bring up Mark Loretta.
Might be a little rush there to the first hitter. As I mentioned, he hadn't worked since the Baltimore series back on the 5th. So, and these guys are not accustomed to having a lot of time off.
Phoenix will try to find his bearings here against Mark Loretta.
Now, will the Red Sox bunt here? If they do, and it's successful, they probably lose Ortiz. They would probably intentionally walk David Ortiz.
Bunting and swinging away, sending it foul is Loretta. Swing and a miss for Loretta, and it's 0-2.
Couldn't throw strikes to Youkilis, but 2 in a row now to Loretta. Again, the fastball this time down in the zone. Jenks has got a pretty good curveball. It's one of those knee bucklers.
Loretta, after the 0-2 pitch, lifts a fly ball to center field. Brian Anderson back there. He'll make the catch. Youkilis back to the bag at first with 1 down. Well, they don't elect to bunt there. They figured that's an exchange that the White Sox not have minded having to put David Ortiz on with a righty-righty matchup against Manny Ramirez.
Yeah, I think the Red Sox prefer this. I know you'd love to have another run up there, a man in scoring position, but you're definitely going to lose your hottest hitter.
And here he is with a single back in the first. He walked in the third. Flied to right and struck out swinging. This one with the shift on to the third baseman, Creedy, who touches second and fires to first for the double play. Strange looking double play, but effective nonetheless. We head to the bottom of the ninth, 3-2 Boston.
Happy anniversary!
There's an exciting new sound in travel. Introducing Ding. Get exclusive low fares sent directly to your desktop. Download it at southwest.com. There's an exciting new sound in travel. Introducing Ding. Get exclusive low fares sent directly to your desktop. Download it at southwest.com.
I was thinking, you know, sometimes you find something so special and you just want to hold on to it. Beautiful on the outside, sure, but even more beautiful on the inside, and you just want to lock it up forever.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah. These can liners really lock in that Rocky Mountain taste. Hey, while you're up, grab me a beer.
Every Coors Light can have a specially designed liner to lock in that frost-brewed Rocky Mountain taste.
Sweet.
Coors Light. Taste the cold.
Free is fantastic, right? Like free coffee or free parking. But free checking? Usually you have to buy checks and keep minimum balances. At Sovereign Bank, free means free. And with our free interest checking, use any bank's ATMs free. You also get free checks, unlimited check writing, and free online banking with bill pay. It even pays interest.
So you won't just save money, you'll make it.
Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Bernie and Phil's Furniture, Aflac, Coors Light, Pepsi, your New England Toyota dealer, Citgo, and by Southwest Airlines. Ninth inning back in Chicago with the Red Sox on top 3-2, trying to make it a clean sweep of the White Sox. And on for the Red Sox, the closer, Jonathan Papelbon.
26 for 28 and save opportunities. Number 26 coming yesterday for Papelbon. Inning and a third in that game. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. 40th appearance for Papelbon. The 0.41 ERA. You see the incredible numbers on the road for Papelbon this season.
And a tough trio coming up for the White Sox here in the ninth.
Yeah, this is big time here. Thome, Konerko, and Dye. I mean, this is earning your keep.
So Jim Thome leading it off here in the ninth inning. And Papelbon with the 1-run advantage here into the bottom of the ninth. Would you ever consider having Javier Lopez begin this inning, the lefty, against Thome?
No. This is your guy. This is the man right here. You live and die with the guy that has carried you this far in the first half of the season.
Thome 1 for 3, a single in the 6th. Swing and a miss for Thome. Inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Outfield very deep and straight away on Thome. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Chris Guccione says he offered. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Sets up a few options for Papelbon, being ahead now 1-2. He can go up and in on Thome with a fastball or try a splitter down and away. Looks like the splitter.
Thome doesn't chase. The shift on for Thome in the infield with Loretta in short right. Thome fouling it off back into the seats hard.
Once again, the splitter. This time Thome able to get some contact and give himself another chance.
Almost got a piece of Paul Konerko waiting on deck.
Back inside with the fastball.
Another foul ball for Thome, who gets a piece.
Interesting. Now you see Veritek just using one sign, so that might have been a Schilling thing where he wanted to mix up the signs earlier in the game. Fastball away.
He got him with it. Swing and a miss for Thome, who strikes out for the first out of the night.
Now, when you look at that sequence of Thome, Papelbon put every single pitch exactly where he wanted to. Veritek wanted it in, he shook him off, he wanted it away, and he gets it away from Thome. Even if Thome makes contact on that pitch, he's not going to be able to generate enough power to get it out of the ballpark.
9 in a row retired by Red Sox pitchers. And there's one down here in the ninth for Paul Konerko. Grounded to third, fly to center twice, 0 for 3 today. Papelbon ahead. Jermaine Jermaine Dye on deck with 1 down in the ninth.
Slider. Slider probably the third best pitch for Papelbon, but they don't see it that much, and when he throws it, it's effective.
Konerko hits it in the air to center field. Crisp had started back, now comes in and takes care of out number 2.
Mistakes are not always hit for home runs. That fastball was supposed to be away. As you see Veritek set up away, it stays middle in, but it jams Konerko, and Konerko flies out to center field.
Two down in the bottom of the ninth inning for Jermaine Dye. Fly to right, grounded to third, and struck out swinging. Strike 1 to Dye. Papelbon ahead again.
That might have been a gift.
Dye thought so as he talks it over with Jim Reynolds. Dye hits it in the air to left, down the line. It's up and it is gone into the bullpen to tie the game at 3.
Split-fingered fastball this time from Papelbon, stays down and in on Jermaine Dye, and Jermaine Dye is a very good low ball hitter. There's the splitter, stays down and in, and Jermaine Dye ties the ball game.
Third blown save for Jonathan Papelbon of the season, the first on the road. And the first run he has allowed on the road as Pierzynski with a swing and a miss, down 0-2. And it's Dye on an 0-1 pitch with 2 outs in the ninth. He ties the game at 3. Pierzynski lifts it in the air to shallow right field. On comes Dixon. That'll fall for a hit. Such a winning run at first base now. 2 down in the ninth.
And let's see if they pinch run here for Pierzynski. You know, you can run on Papelbon. And it looks like, no, I don't see anybody popping out of the dugout.
Joe Creedy, 2 outs, runner at first. Big swing and a miss for Creedy.
Last 2 hits, the home run and the base hit, both have been on splitters.
Creedy pops it up. Left side, Lowell coming down from third into foul ground. That'll do it in the ninth, but the White Sox on a solo home run from Jermaine Dye tie the score at 3, headed for extra frame from Chicago. Closed captioning is sponsored by Bernie and Phil's Furniture. Quality, comfort, and price, and the best furniture values in New England.
I've been selling truckload after truckload of this double reclining, genuine leather sofa and matching love seat for $9.99.
$9.99 for both pieces is dirt cheap.
During summer dog days, roll back your prices, Mr. Factory.
It's hard to say no. Bob's one of the few who can sell literally thousands of the same set.
I got 500 sets that you can buy for $7.99. Both pieces. When they're gone, they're gone.
I get what I want, I go where I please.
It's here and it's big. The Ford Model Year Clearance.
And that works for me.
Escape, freestyle, explore, and expedition, taking you beyond expectations. Now drive on us with 0% financing plus we'll pay for your gas until 2007. That's 0% financing plus we pay for your gas. Now during the Ford Model Year Clearance.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with. Play online at partypoker.net, the world's largest poker school. More players, more tables, more winners. Sign up now to partypoker.net, the best place to learn how to win.
You folding?
Red Sox Extra Innings on Nesson is brought to you by Wendy's. Wendy's pickup windows are open until 1 a.m. or later, so you can eat great even late. 10th inning, tied at 3, and Jermaine Dye. The difference in this one with 2 outs in the 9th.
And again, a split-fingered fastball here that stays down and in. And Jermaine Dye with the line drive home run. Well, earlier in the game, Tina told us they'd be all flying on the same plane. Maybe Dye and Papelbon will have a conversation about that on the way to the All-Star game.
Fifth extra inning game of the year for the Red Sox. They come in at 2-2. Jenks back out on the mound with the first pitch strike to Manny Ramirez. Manny with a double his last time up, 1 for 4 today. This is the 9th extra inning game for the White Sox. They're 4-4. Swing and a miss for Manny, down 0-2. Vasquez up in the pen, the right-hander. As Jenks into his second inning of relief, he pitched the 9th. And you got David Ortiz to ground into a double play after a leadoff walk to Kevin Youkilis. Strike 3 call. Manny knew it. First strikeout for Bobby Jenks, 1 down in the 10th.
That's that devastating curveball we told you about to Manny. Over the top, hard. And he makes quick work of Ramirez. Vasquez warming up now because he's a starting pitcher. It takes him longer to warm up, so they're probably thinking the possibility of next inning if it goes that far.
So John Garland be used yesterday. Terry Francona said that he did not want to do that, as he was asked if he would do it. As Ozzie Guillen, of course, doing it yesterday, may do it again today with the All-Star break coming up. But the difference is he does not have a healthy Tim Wakefield to go to, who would be one of the guys who could use. The 1-0 on the ground towards Iguchi. 2 down in the 10th. Can't help but think about that inning for the Red Sox, the 4th inning in which they had the bases loaded with 2 down and David Ortiz on a 3-0 pitch. A chance to drive in some more runs and really put the White Sox away, perhaps. A team that had lost the first 2 games of the series and would have opened up some room for the Red Sox. And instead, Ortiz flying out to right. And the Red Sox stranding a bunch today. They've stranded 10 men through the first 8. Varitek takes the strike. 0 for 4 today. A couple of strikeouts for Veritek. On the ground softly to Iguchi. Quick and easy as it gets for Bobby Jenks in the top of the 10th on 8 pitches. White Sox coming up.
A unicorn or a tender, juicy, all-white meat crispy chicken sandwich at Wendy's for just 99 cents. One of them is real. Find out for yourself. And for just 99 cents, do what tastes right.
Hi, Mom.
Yes, it's your mother. I was just checking in.
Was that confetti?
Your father and I are coming home right now, young man.
A clear-sounding internet phone service. AT&T Call Vantage. The passion to invent, the drive to deliver. Another innovation from the new AT&T. Your world, delivered.
Olympia Sports is your Majestic headquarters. Show your team spirit with your Majestic replica jerseys and authentic name and number teams. Choose your favorite player and get in the game. Get it at Olympia Sports. Shop with confidence. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Chip.
Foxwoods, the wonder of it all.
Sullivan Tire has a question for you. Rock or rebate? Stop in at Sullivan Tire now through July 22nd and choose between a $120 XM satellite radio package or a $50 mail-in rebate with the purchase of 4 select Dunlop tires. And as an extra added plus, buy 3 Dunlops at Sullivan Tire and you'll get the 4th tire free. So if you need tires, come to Sullivan Tire today and get a double deal on Dunlop.
For the best tire deals, come to Sullivan Tire. We're always here to get you there.
Stay tuned after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. Tom Caron and Dave McCarty will break down Curt Schilling's first half, and Tina Sabacio will bring you Terry's take, including his assessment of the first half, plus a look ahead to the second half of the 2006 Red Sox season. It's all right after the game on Nesson.
Alex Cintron leading it off here, pinch hitting for Juan Uribe in the bottom of the 10th inning. He made 5 straight starts until today. 4 at second, 1 at short. Uribe had been 0 for 3 today. And the White Sox closer Bobby Jenks going 2 innings, and now Papelbon, the Red Sox closer, into his second inning. A very quick work of the Red Sox in the top half of this, the 10th inning. One hopper, but right at Loretta. 1 away in the bottom of the 10th. Here comes Brian Anderson. Got a couple of hits today from the number 9 spot in the order. Came in and hitting just 185 on the season. And a single in the 3rd, a double in the 6th. Both off Curt Schilling. Last time up against Del Carmen, he lined out to second base. Well, the White Sox tying it in the bottom of the 9th inning. That takes Jose Contreres off the hook, who had come in having won his last 17 decisions, and the streak had continued for him. A no decision here today. Oh, 2 now to Anderson. Sednick on deck, the top of the White Sox order here in the 10th. Anderson tried to hold up and did. And a pitch up top, 1-2.
Bullpen's quiet for both sides right now. Chicago, Boston. Everybody's sitting and watching.
Strike 3 call over the outside corner to Anderson. The second strikeout for Papelbon. 2 down in the 10th.
Papelbon staying away with the fastball. Like Anderson was hoping for another call, but expected the wrong call for him.
Top of the order, Scott Podsednik, who's 0 for 4 in the game today. Struck out a couple of times today. Out towards right center field, falling fast. Over comes Coco Crisp, can't get it. He'll play it on a hop. And Podsednik, who can turn a single into a double in a heartbeat, is at first base with 2 down.
28 steals on the season, but he has been caught 12 times. Red Sox will move the outfield back a little bit. Nothing over their head, playing no doubles. Try to prevent that man from first scoring on a long hit.
Tadahito Iguchi, who hit a home run back in the 4th inning. He's been on base twice today, a walk in the 6th inning. Papelbon will try to keep Podsednik close. Leads the American League in caught stealing, having been caught 12 times. And diving back head first. There goes Podsednik, and it's fouled off by Iguchi.
Why in the world is Iguchi swinging? I don't understand that. You've got a man at first base who can steal a bag. You want to get him in a scoring position. He's going, and you're swinging. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you as a hitter have to give him at least a strike to get to second base. That's why he's out there, to steal it.
Podsednik diving back to the bag. Not a bad jump either for Podsednik. And the foul ball off the bat of Iguchi. 0-1 the count. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 10th. One and one to Iguchi. Jim Thome waits on deck, hoping he'll have a chance here in the 10th. Podsednik in a late break that time, able to get back.
Again, Podsednik, after a couple of dives, will call timeout. Dust off the uniform. Get the dirt out of the belt.
Two down in the 1-1. There goes Podsednik. Iguchi grounds it to third. Lowell picks it up and throws him out to end the inning. We head for the 11th. Tied at 3.
It's here and it's big. The Ford Model Year Clearance. F-150, Ranger, and Super Duty. Built Ford tough. Now drive on us with 0% financing plus we'll pay for your gas until 2007. That's 0% financing plus we pay for your gas. Now during the Ford Model Year Clearance.
Hey, Rod, if you're interested, there's a future for you in the beverage distribution industry. It's a boy.
Uh-oh. Could we do that again?
See it again and again and again. Get Comcast digital cable and add digital video recorder for just $9.95 more a month. You can easily record, pause, and rewind all your favorite shows. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast digital cable with DVR. It's Comcastic.
All tied at 3 here in Chicago as we go to the top of the 11th. A lot of interesting plays in this game today. Red Sox could have put it away early. Big Papi on a 3-0 count with the bases loaded, flies out. Curt Schilling with a big strikeout to Jermaine Dye. First and third situation to keep the Red Sox in front. Very good relief work by Del Common. But Jermaine Dye in the 9th inning, a splitter, ties the ball game.
Alex Centron stays in the game after he pinch hit for Juan Uribe. Takes over for him at shortstop. Bobby Jenks out there for his 3rd inning of relief. He's gone more than 2 innings 3 times in his career, all of them coming last year. And A.J. Pierzynski got himself a new glove as he heads back in behind the dish. Mike Lowell leading it off for the Red Sox here in the top half of the 11th inning. Lowell, Crisp, and Gonzalez. And Lowell takes ball 1 from Jenks. He's allowed just 1 base runner through the first 2 innings. A leadoff walk to Kevin Youkilis to begin things in the 9th. Enjoyed a 1-2-3 10th inning and a strikeout and a pair of groundouts. Into center field, a base hit for Mike Lowell, and the lead runner on for the Red Sox here in the top of the 11th. 3rd hit today for Mike Lowell.
Yeah, he's had a big day. The home run, a couple of base hits, very good defense at third base. Gets that low fastball and shoots it up the middle. Willie Harris pinch running now for Lowell.
Former member of the Chicago White Sox. Pinch runs for Mike Lowell here in the 11th. Javier Vasquez back up again for the White Sox. And on the grass at third is Joe Crede as Coco Crisp stands in on the left side.
Certainly the White Sox expecting the bunt here out of Coco Crisp.
Coco Crisp on base 3 times today, a double and a couple of walks. Dropping the bunt down, the first baseman Konerko flips to Iguchi, who covers at the bag at first. The job gets done. It's up to second base goes Willie Harris.
Now well done by Coco Crisp. Sometimes these hard throwers, guys like Jenks, are not the easiest guys to bunt. But Crisp gets the job done, dropping it right down the first base line. Squares around, perfect job deadening the ball and directing it down that line.
3rd sacrifice bunt for Coco Crisp. Trails only Alex Gonzalez, who has 6 on the season. between Gonzalez and Crisp. They have 9 of the 11 sacrifices the Red Sox has have a team. As Gonzalez takes strike 1 from Jenks. As Papelbon worked the 9th and 10th, Javier Lopez, who had been up earlier in the game, is up in the pen right now for Boston. Strike 2, and it's 0-2. Got away briefly from Pierzynski.
That ball looked like it was almost on the ground. My goodness. And he's getting a lot of heat now from the Red Sox dugout as Reynolds. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. If that's a strike. It'd be tough to hit 220 in this league.
Off is Harris, a swing and a miss, throw down to third, and Harris gets to third base. So Gonzalez strikes out, but Harris was off with the pitch, and he's 90 feet away now with 2 down.
And Creedy made a saving play down there too. That throw's going to bounce from Pierzynski, and Creedy had to play it on a hop to keep it out of left field. Here's the strikeout on the curveball from Jenks. But watch the throw from Pierzynski bounce, and watch Creedy keep it from going into left field. He doesn't make that play, the Red Sox lead the game.
Second strikeout for Jenks, 2 down, and here's Youkilis. Irvin's been on base 3 times today, walking all 3 times. Two and 0 to Youkilis. Here's doing some dancing down there at third. There's a strike 2 and 1.
I see a guy down there bluffing like that with a man working out of the set position. You're just trying to hope he balks.
Strike, and it's 2 and 2. Red Sox need a hit from Kevin Youkilis here with Harris at third base, 2 down. Ball 3 gets away from Pierzynski, not far enough away for Harris to try it.
Right through the 5-hole for Pierzynski, but he does get some glove on it, and that's going to slow it up enough where it just can't go far enough for Harris to score. Living on the edge on a couple of plays, that breaking ball, the throw to Creedy.
Three and 2 the count to Kevin Youkilis. Fouls it back into the seats. Jenks has gone 2 2/3 innings of relief. In the dirt, ball 4, and Youkilis has walked for the 4th time today. And he's down to first base with 2 outs, and Loretta will get a chance. John Cooper, the pitching coach, is headed out first, though, for the White Sox.
Now, Loretta is the type of guy that if he sees that third baseman playing deep, he may try to drop a bunt down, even with the 2 outs. We'll take a peek down that third base way, see where Creedy's playing him.
Well, Jenks has walked 2 batters since coming in, and they're both Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis at first now with Harris at third base. 2 down here in the top half of the 11th inning. This came into the game initially when the Red Sox had the 3-2 advantage. Jermaine Dye tying it up 3-3 with his home run in the 9th. Now a chance here for the Red Sox to take the lead in the 11th.
Well, Creedy is deep at third.
Loretta swinging and fouling it off to the right. Jenks has worked 3 full innings twice before in his career. Youkilis takes off at first as Loretta takes a ball, and it's 1-1. Youkilis taking second. And they cut it in with a stolen base. Loretta lines it into left field, a base hit. From third comes Willie Harris. Here comes an insurance run, and Youkilis. The throw's not in time, and the Red Sox take the 5-3 lead. Mark Loretta driving in a pair of Red Sox to put Boston on top 5-3.
Mark Loretta just battles and battles, and here he gets that inside fastball. He jammed him on the first pitch inside. Second time, Loretta cleans it out. The line drive, Youkilis off on contact with 2 outs. No chance to throw him out, and the Red Sox have the 2-run lead.
4th highest among active players, and he does it again. A .308 career average with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. He delivers 2. As Bobby Jenks leaves the game with Ozzie Guillen going back to his pen, with the Red Sox capturing the lead here in the top of the 11th on top 5-3.
Convert your old bathtub into a beautiful new shower in just 1 day with Rebath. That way you don't have to go through this to get this. Just call Rebath at 1-800-BATHTUB today. In just 1 day, Rebath can transform your bathtub into a shower. Easy access, safety, beauty, and convenience with many styles and colors to choose from. Rebath, the refreshing remodel. Call today, 1-800-BATHTUB for free in-home consultation, or go online to design your own features.
For the largest selection of gas and diesel motorhomes in New England, it's USRV. From Airstream, American Eagle, and Travel Supreme, it's USRV.
From lightweight travel trailers to luxury motorhomes, this is the sale you've been waiting for. USRV Summer Spectacular. From A to Z, it's USRV.
Quantity, quality, and price, it's USRV. My name is Marty, and we make better deals.
Now back in Chicago, where the Red Sox have taken the lead here in extra innings on a 2-out base hit by Mark Loretta. Fastball inside, Loretta cleans it out, drives in the 2, and the Red Sox now have the 5-3 lead. So big hits coming with 2 outs. The Jermaine Dye home run to tie the game, and now Loretta with the base hit to drive in 2. Youkilis drawing a walk, his second walk against Jenks.
So Loretta at second base with 2 down. The new pitcher is Javier Vazquez.
Well, Vazquez has been starting all season, 17 starts and 9-4 record with a very high ERA of 5.15. He's given up a lot of hits, opponents hitting .275 against him. Second career relief appearance. Last one was in '98. He did work a couple of times out of the bullpen in the playoffs.
Bobby Jenks on the hook as the Red Sox have taken a 5-3 lead here in the top of the 11th inning.
They're going to walk Ortiz here, I'm sure, with first base open and take their chances with Manny.
The second time today Ortiz has walked, the first of the intentional variety.
Been a very exciting ball game here this afternoon between these two teams, the best of the 3 games. Clutch 2-out hitting, some defense, some pitching.
Big Papi down to first base, taking with him the 8th walk today allowed by White Sox pitching. So it's first and second with 2 down here in the top half of the 11th. Manny Ramirez coming up.
Who do you think they'll put at third base? Cora? Or will they move Youkilis over to third base? And maybe put Loretta at first. We'll see.
Be a challenge having Lowell out of the game. This pitch run for by Harris. We've not seen Harris in the infield. But certainly can play the infield as part of his repertoire. Manny Ramirez bats with runners at first and second. Harris played 175 games at second base in his major league career. Javier Vazquez on in the 11th. Runners at first and second. And he carves it foul off to the right, 1-1.
Well, interesting. You have 2 of the best closers, at least numbers-wise, you know, in the American League so far this year. Jenks and Papelbon. Papelbon gives up the home run with 2 outs, and Jenks, after working a long time in this game, giving up the base hit for the Loretta to drive in 2.
As you mentioned, I'll have a chance to talk it over on the way to Pittsburgh after the game.
Same plan.
Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Papelbon throwing 29 pitches in his 2 innings of work, the 9th and the 10th. Evens up at 2-2. Javier Lopez up in the Red Sox pen.
He'll be on for Tomey, who's leading off the 11th inning. And then you probably go back to Timlin for the next 2 hitters.
Red at second, Ortiz at first, 2 down here in the 11th. Vasquez does not want to throw a pitch.
He's seen every sign, every pitch that he's got, and he's refused all of them. Maybe he's making something new up.
And a full count to Ramirez. Moves will be off with the pitch with 2 outs here in the 11th inning. Loretta at second, Ortiz at first, and Nixon waits on deck. Shadows starting to cut over towards the home plate area as the afternoon wears on into the 11th inning. He backs out as Vasquez takes more time. Finally, the 3-2. Strike 3 call. Ramirez strikes out on a pitch over the outside corner, but the Red Sox get 2 runs at the top of the 11th, lead at 5-3.
Find out for yourself. And for just 99 cents, do what tastes right.
Olympia Sports is your Majestic headquarters. Show your team spirit with your Majestic replica jerseys and authentic name and number teams. Choose your favorite player and get in the game. Get it at Olympia Sports. Shop with confidence. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Excuse me, Dr. Z, a quick question. What have been the benefits of the merger between Daimler-Benz and Chrysler? Get in.
Benefits? Well, better performance, more capability, better quality, and more safety features.
Are you really a doctor?
Any more questions?
No, I'm good.
Wiedersehen.
Get employee pricing plus 0% financing on 2006 Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge vehicles. If not satisfied, simply return it within 30 days.
I thought all those reports had to be done by noon.
That they do.
It's 11:50, Jerry.
That Rico MFP prints at 55 pages per minute. Job ready by 11:59.
11:59.
I like to push the envelope.
Uh-huh.
Move your ideas forward with Rico Dependability.
That's a nice shirt, announcer boy.
Thanks. Official Red Sox team store.
Nice. That's where I got this.
I got this there, too.
Oh, I also bought this.
Well, I got this Wally doll at the official Red Sox team store.
Oh, yeah? I got these for my kids at that store. You just hate to lose, don't you, souvenir boy? You look a little warm. How about some water? Guess where I got the bottle?
Visit us across the street from Fenway Park or order online.
5-3, the Red Sox on top now thanks to Mark Loretta, who drives in a pair. A new third baseman for the Red Sox, Alex Cora, taking over at third for Mike Lowell, who is run for by Willie Harris. New Boston pitcher with Tomey coming up is Javier Lopez.
Lopez first base Tomey yesterday with the bases loaded and did strike him out. Matter of fact, in his career, Tomey 0 for 8 against Lopez.
He'll shift on for Tomey as he takes ball 1 from Lopez. 2 innings from Jonathan Papelbon. Gave up 3 hits, including the home run by Jermaine Dye. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 2. Won't save number 3. Another ball from Lopez, and it's 2-0 to Tomey. There's a strike, 2-1. Timlin waiting. He's been warming a while. Canerco and Dye after Tomey. Tomey slaps it down the left field line towards the corner. Over goes Manny, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Ramirez plays it as Tomey heads to second base with a leadoff double that begins the bottom of the 11th. But never had a hit off Javier Lopez. He does now.
Not just trying to make contact against Lopez. The thing that hurts Lopez here is he falls behind Tomey. Now he has to come out over the plate and just slaps it the other way. Francona out of the Red Sox dugout. Timlin will be called on.
Yesterday, Lopez gets him. Today, Thome with the double. And the pitching change from Chicago with the Red Sox on top 5-3 here in the 11th.
A unicorn or a tender, juicy, all-white meat crispy chicken sandwich at Wendy's for just 99 cents. One of them is real. Find out for yourself. And for just 99 cents, do what tastes right.
Do you have a dinosaur?
No.
Do you have the space shuttle?
No.
What do you have?
Well, we have a display of the local gopher in his natural habitat.
That's not a gopher.
Yeah, it is.
Take them to a place that has it all. Fly Southwest Airlines, non-stop from Manchester or Providence to BWI Airport for just $59 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the new Ultimate Media Razor phone from Verizon Wireless. You know, the one that helps you find places with maps and turn-by-turn directions.
Sir, you're in a hardware store.
Man, I need that phone.
Get your new Ultimate Media Moto Razor with a navigation system and a whole lot more. It's the only razor you want. Just $69.99 and exclusively from Verizon Wireless.
Turn right.
Verizon Wireless.
I was thinking,
Yeah?
you know, sometimes you find something so special and you just want to hold on to it. Beautiful on the outside, sure, but even more beautiful on the inside, and you just want to lock it up forever.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah. These can liners really lock in that Rocky Mountain taste. Hey, while you're up, grab me a beer.
Every Coors Light can has a specially designed liner to lock in that frost-brewed Rocky Mountain taste.
Sweet.
Coors Light. Taste.
Thome struck out yesterday against Javier Lopez. Today gets him for a double to begin things in the bottom of the 11th inning. Stands at second with nobody out. The new Boston pitcher's Mike Timlin.
Timlin with one save on the season, appearance number 34, a record of 4-0, has only allowed one home run on the season. Last time Timlin worked was in the first game of this series, a perfect inning. And you see the numbers against Timlin. Konerko 2 for 7, Dye 0 for 6, Brzezinski 1 for 3.
Konerko's had a quiet day as he is 0 for 4 in the ballgame. A ground out in the second, then 3 flyouts to center field. He's been keeping Coco Crisp busy throughout the afternoon. Thome at second, nobody out, bottom of the 11th. Konerko lines it to left. In comes Ramirez. It'll fall in front of him for a hit. Thome to third, and the time runs on for the White Sox.
Looks like a pinch run-up for Konerko. That sounded like it was toward the end of the bat. Judge drops it in front of Ramirez. Thome had to hold up between second and third, so he can't score. Yeah, it is. Toward the end of the bat, and just drops right in front of Manny.
Well, the home run for Jermaine Dye in the bottom of the 9th inning that tied the score at 3. Third blown save for Jonathan Papelbon. Ross Globe running at first base. It's first and third for Dye. And the backstop for strike one. A home run, his 25th of the first half for Jermaine Dye. Thome at third base. The pitch runner Globe at first base, running for Konerko. pops it up foul. That'll get back and out of play, and he's down 0-2. Shadows have made their way just across the home plate area now as the afternoon drifts into early evening.
At that stage there really should be no effect at all for hitters yet.
Outside, and it's 1-2. Guy's home run in the ninth, the fourth time. White Sox have had a ninth inning tying home run this season. With 2 outs, as a matter of fact. And there were 2 outs in the ninth here today when Dye popped it to tie the game at 3.
To me, leaving the ball inside is dangerous. We saw what happened against Papelbon with the off-speed pitch to split her in. A lot of times, you know, if they're going to beat you, they're going to beat you the other way. That cut fastball stays inside, and fortunately, Dye fouls it off.
Tomey at third, Blode at first, nobody out. 1-2 the count, Jermaine Dye. In the air towards right center field. Contreres back towards the warning track, and it is off the wall. From third scores Tomey. Blode stopped at third on the RBI double by Jermaine Dye, and it's a 1-run lead now for the Red Sox.
Well, Jermaine Dye taking that pitch up and in and going the opposite field. It looked like it had a chance. It cannot be run down by Contreres off the wall. And 1 run in. I expected both runs to score on that. Only 1 did. Now the Red Sox, with nobody out, pull the infield in.
Tying run at third, winning run at second base for the White Sox. Here's A.J. Pierzynski. Two hits, both to right field, both singles for Pierzynski. He's 2 for 4.
Looks like a heavyweight fight here today. Now they're going to walk Pierzynski to load the bases.
They'll take their chances with Joe Creedy, who waits on deck.
Bottom of the order becomes Creedy, Cintron, who pinch hit and stayed in the game, and Anderson.
So the intentional walk to A.J. Pierzynski. Hansen up in the Red Sox pen. Timlin in a major jam here in the 11th. White Sox already have a run back after the Red Sox are taking the 5-3 lead in the top half of this, the 11th. 39,355, and most of them have stayed. They're standing. Joe Creedy 0 for 4 against Mike Timlin in his career, and 0 for 4 on the afternoon.
Red Sox playing back in the infield at second and short. They'll exchange a double play for a tie ball game. Of course, they come in, a ball gets by them, the game's over.
Nobody out here in the 11th. Creedy fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Cintron, who had hit for Juan Uribe in the 10th, on deck behind Joe Creedy. The 0-2. Ball 1, 1-2. Petey lifts it to right. Nixon coming on. He'll make the catch. Having to go back and tag at third base and not being able to go. And caught in no man's land now. Duck back to the bag at third is Glode. That turned into a fiasco.
What a mess that was. What an absolute mess for the White Sox. This should be a tie ball game. And Dye, who was coming all the way around, had to re-tag third base. What is Glode doing? He's got to be tagging up on that. Oh, what a break for Boston. Now he can't score. Dye's around third. He's got to re-tag and go back to second.
They both ended up at third base at virtually the same time.
Oh, what a base running blunder that was by Glode. I mean, you got nowhere to go there but tag up. There's nobody out. Now the Red Sox deciding on how to play their infield again.
One down in the inning. Cintron the batter. Tying run 90 feet away. Cintron fouls the first pitch off to the left.
The runner at third base, Glode, on this has no job but to tag up. He goes back, then he thinks it's going to drop in, and he goes. Now look at Dye. He's already. Hey, Dye didn't re-tag third base.
Nope.
Too late now. He did not re-tag third base.
Cintron chops it towards second. Loretta to second for one. The throw to first base is not going to be in time, and the game's tied.
Now you knew that was not going to be a double play the way it was hit. It bounced up high to Loretta, and once it did that, that changed the timing of being able to become a double play. Watch Loretta have to go back to play that hop, and then the throw's going to be a little bit high to Gonzalez. He comes across with Pazinski coming on him. Now the question is there, could Pazinski have tagged second base? You have to be able to tag second with your foot or your hand. He just went right after Gonzalez.
Pinch hitter and Rob Makoviak. Potential winning run at third base, and Jermaine Dye. Tied at 5 in the 11th. Runner at first goes. Makoviak chops it foul outside of first.
What a screwy inning this is. This is unbelievable. You know, we had that replay of Dye. He rounded third base and never re-tagged third base, and the Red Sox never picked it up. Now here comes Dye. Watch him come around, tag third, and then go back without tagging it.
Down and in. Veritek sprawling to knock it down as taking second base goes Cintron. His run means nothing. It's Dye at third base with 2 down here in the 11th. One and one the count to Makoviak. Grounds it foul outside of first, and Timlin's ahead 1-2. Makoviak broke his bat.
Here's another look at Brzezinski at second base. Now, can he tag second base with any part of his body, his hand or his foot? Maybe so. Maybe so. But he's definitely going right after Gonzalez as he should. But the question is, could he reach that bag? If he can't, that's supposed to be called a double play. What a game.
Makoviak with great pinch hitting numbers. Down to the count 1-2. Two of the American League's heavyweights going head to head today. Tied at 5 in the 11th. Swing and a miss, and Timlin strikes out Makoviak to end the 11th. We're tied at 5.
A unicorn, or a tender, juicy, all-white meat crispy chicken sandwich at Wendy's for just 99 cents. One of them is real. Find out for yourself. And for just 99 cents.